Hello, 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 and howdy, and howdy, and howdy. Happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday. Happy Friday evening. Friday night. How y'all doing? What's going on with y'all? What's going on with y'all? Greetings and blessings. I hope everybody's having a beautiful weekend so far. Hey, Miranda, I see you. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I wanted to come on here for a while. I mean, just for a minute. Not to be long, because I don't come on here at nighttime. I'm not a night person on social media. Hey, Jamisha. Hey, hey, hey. Two of my favorite folks. Hey, I know I don't come on here to speak like this more, but I need to come on here and speak about these things more often. The stuff that we experience in life, man, the stuff that we go through, the stuff that we experience, the things that we see other people experience, they we gotta go easy on ourselves, man. Like we gotta go easy on ourselves. Hey, lovely, how you doing? TGF. We gotta go easy on ourselves. We gotta be soft on ourselves. I think we are so hard on ourselves, so we never have any peace. Hey, Janice. Hey, Janice. Found $100 in a drawer after the weekend. You see, listen. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, Jamisha. That's how it works. That's how it works, man. That's how it works. It's crazy to see how those things work for real. When you focus on, the energy, you find whatever you're looking for. That's amazing. That's amazing. Telling you, man. But listen. I wanted to tell you all guys tonight, man. Go easy on yourself. Go easy on yourself, man. Go easy on yourself. Stop criticizing yourself for feeling all those emotions, for feeling pain, for feeling sick. I think we critique ourselves so harshly if things don't go right, or if something that we was doing, if it didn't go the way how we wanted to go. We go so hard on ourselves that we become our own enemies. We become our own enemies, and we're afraid to screw up, because then the enemy within us is gonna just be loud and obnoxious towards us. It's gonna be just disrespectful, and so we have to remember, man. Hey, Alejandra, how we doing? My bed on phone 80. Man, I'm telling you. But hey, Quenisha. Hey, I see you, Jazzy. How you doing? Like for real, we must go easy on ourselves. Many of us don't know how to leave ourselves alone. Do you know what I mean? We don't know how to leave ourselves alone. I think we join the mockers. We join people who will abuse us. We join our abusers when it comes to messing with ourselves. We join the people who don't like us. And we begin to make it hard for ourselves, because we think that every time something happens, we must criticize ourselves. Miss Whitney, how we doing? Good night. Happy Friday. You know what I mean? It's like we join people in the hatred for us, because every time something happens, we don't give, we will give everyone, LD was good. We will give everyone a chance to screw up but ourselves. We will forgive everyone in our lives. We forget about, we quick to forgive our kids, our partners, our friends, but when it comes to ourselves, we think that, we shouldn't forgive ourselves for allowing certain things. We will give everyone grace, but when it comes to ourselves, we don't give ourselves grace. We think that we should know better, we should this, we should that. And so we don't give ourselves grace. And then it makes us hard to love ourselves. It makes it so hard. It makes loving yourself so difficult. The journey becomes very, very, yeah, Miranda, we're thinking that we don't deserve it. Yeah, lovely. And so it becomes very, we have a toxic relationship with ourselves. And many times we have to understand that the relationship that we seek on the outside, it mirrors the ones that we have on the inside sometimes. The ones that we have on the outside, our intimate relationships, our friendships, mirrors the one we have with ourselves. Because we don't understand that we are so hard on us. We're so hard. We think that we should have it right by now, right? Like for instance, like many of us, we think that we should have it right by now. Like we think, some of us, we believe in our heart that we should have it right. And since we don't have it right, well, we're ready to just go off. We ready to fight. We ready to be resentful to towards ourselves. We ready to punish ourselves. We ready to hate ourselves because we ain't got it right yet. Like how dare us? How dare me not have it right? Let me tell you something, man. One thing about this life is an ongoing thing. This life is an ongoing thing, and while you are here, while you are still here, you get to make choices. You get to appreciate this journey. But many of us can't appreciate the journey because all we're doing is fighting. Thank you, Miranda. All we're doing is fighting against ourselves. And we're making it so much more difficult. We makes it, we make it so hard to be here. We make it so hard to be alive, and we don't even understand, man. We don't even understand how difficult it is. Francis, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man? How you doing? But seriously, man, you gotta give yourself grace. You gotta give yourself grace. It's time that you give yourself grace. It's time that you give yourself grace. Give yourself some respect. Do you think we really love ourselves? I think we do, but we don't know how to display it. GM, how you doing? I think we love ourselves, but we don't know how to treat ourselves. We don't know how to bring that balance. We love ourselves, but we really don't know how to express it in a way that we accept it. We think tough love to ourselves is the key, right? We think tough love is the key. Awesome, awesome, Francis, awesome. It's good to see you. I ain't seen you in a minute. I ain't seen you in a minute, man. We give ourselves tough love. We think tough love is the way. Tough love ain't the way though. That tough love don't work with everybody. Do you notice that tough love don't work with everyone? It doesn't. Hey, Francis. Hey, thanks, brother, for the gifts. Thank you. Tough love don't work. When I was a drill instructor, I had to realize, even when you have kids, you realize that leadership is different for everyone. Hey, Morocco, how are you doing? Happy Friday. Like leadership, when you have a bunch of people under you, or you have a bunch of kids, you have to understand that you lead them differently according to their personalities, according to what they can and what they can't handle. And so sometimes tough love don't work for everyone the same. And I think a lot of us give ourselves tough love, and tough love ain't working for us. It makes ourselves hate ourselves. It makes ourselves like we begin to resent ourselves. Like, have you ever resented yourself? Like seriously, like have you ever resented yourself so much that you don't even like you can't be by yourself anymore? You can't, your mind don't get still. When you resent yourself, your mind can't be still. Your mind can't be silent. You can't find a peace within your heart when you're by yourself. And so you always gotta have that chatter, that internal chatter on a regular basis because you cannot be at peace. We mix up entitlement with self-love. Self-love is liking yourself. Entitlement is expecting others to like us. I agree. I agree. And like you said, Miranda, I mean, yes, people loving us give us an idea of our value. But sometimes I think as we grow up, as we are this age, we have to understand that everybody ain't gonna like who you are. Everybody ain't gonna like what you represent. Everybody won't like us the way how we are when we are being, everybody just won't. Hey, Divine, how you doing? Everybody just won't. And I think we have to, that has to be okay. Because now, I mean, I get it. Growing up, I get it. I get it. Growing up, I get it. It was, they teach us who we were. But now, it's time to seek for yourself. Divine Gordon, how you doing? It's time to seek for yourself. It's time to seek for ourselves. And I think we're not doing seeking. I think we do, like we are entitled. We are very entitled to everybody's stuff. But I think it's time for us to be easy on ourselves, man. You got to go easy on yourself. You got to be easy. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. You got to go easy. Because I think some of you think that since you've been here for so long, you should know better. Yeah, you should know better. But you didn't know better until you know better. It sounds good to know, I should have known better. But you don't know until you know. You really don't know until you know. Bury my mind for another 24 hours to be great. I love it. I love it. I love it. But yeah, you don't know until you know. And sometimes it takes you, our head is hard. So it takes us a while to figure it out. It takes us a while to know. Would you say it is a lack of believing? Because for me, it is hard to trust somebody or have trust in life in general. That when you see that it's hard to trust life or trust somebody, is because you think that you being okay comes from someone not disappointing you, from the world being perfect. When you can't trust is the lack of, you don't know your own power, you don't know your own self, you don't know that you can't depend on this world to have your sanity, you can't depend on this world for your happiness or for your safety, because this comes from the inside. And you have to understand that you are the one projecting it to the outside. You command the external forces. I like how this book put it when I was reading this weekend. This book says thought, it says the way how we look at thought is a force. And the force allows us is to things to gravitate to us, or to push things away from us. And I like how we put is a force, is an energy that you call thought, right? The force is what you call thought. But in the end, the end result is the thought that counts. But we have to understand is your inner world that shapes the outer world. But many of us, if you don't trust first, everything that you have in your life will not be trustworthy. Nothing will be trustworthy. Hey, premium. If you don't begin to trust, nothing will be trustworthy. And so you have to understand, trust doesn't mean that everything is going to be okay. Trust means that even if it's not okay, I'm still perfectly fine. Have you ever went through something that wasn't okay, but you was perfectly fine? Have you ever got fired, but you realize, I'm good? Have you ever got, left or ghosted or broken up, but you were still perfectly fine? Have you ever been through, moments when you were hungry, but you was perfectly fine in the end? Yeah, 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 yeah. Have you ever experienced some hardship, but in the end you was perfectly fine? Well, that's what trust is. Trust means that it's not, I'm gonna always go through hardship. Well, let me not say that. Not always, but I'm gonna face hardship at times. But even when I face it, I know I'm gonna be okay. So I can't trust myself. Yeah, I can't trust myself to not go through hardship. I trust myself so that when I go through hardship, I trust life so that I know when I go through hardship, I'm perfectly fine. Thank you, LD. Thank you so much. I'm perfectly fine. So that's what trust really is. And this is when you can't be moved. This one you won't be able to be moved very easily. Because I think a lot of us are being moved because we have fear. And we don't understand the lack of trust creates trust in other things. If you don't trust you're going to be okay, you trust that you are not going to be okay. And therefore, you have faith in being sick. You have faith in being unhealthy. You have faith in struggle. You have faith in trials and tribulation. That's what you have faith in. Because if you don't trust means I have faith in this. If I don't trust, it means I have faith in something else. It's all about faith. That's what trust really is. It's a struggle that's shaping us. It does. It shows us our strengths. Hey, Lori, how you doing? It has to, you know what I'm saying? You have to understand, man, you have to go through these things. I can't move 2 years. I don't know why I'm still hurt. You know, thank you, Lisa. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hey, Sky. Hey, Sky. How you doing, girl? Happy Friday. How you doing? You said you can't move 2 years. I don't know why I am still hurt. Being that you are hurt doesn't mean that you can't move. Hurt is just hurt. You stay hurt longer when you fight the hurts. When you fight the hurt, you stay hurt for a longer time. Thank you, Sky. Right? When you fight being hurt, you stay hurt for a longer time. When you stay hurt, hey Gina, thank you, thank you. Things that we have problems are simple things that require our attention or time. It's when we ignore or avoid any so-called problem becomes an issue. Yeah. Hey Ginger, how we doing, Ginger? Ginger Spice. Hey Tess. But seriously, man, we have to understand, man. The reason why we stay hurt for so long is because we fight the hurt. And when you fight the hurt grows. The hurt gets stronger because you think that it shouldn't hurt. You know what I mean? You think that you shouldn't hurt, and how dare you get hurt, and I shouldn't be the one who get hurt, and I wasn't supposed to, and I shouldn't have. And the more you fight the hurt, the longer it stays. When you accept the hurt goes away. Sooner or later, nothing lasts forever. Like I said before. Thank you, Ginger Spice. Thank you. Nothing lasts. Listen, nothing lasts forever. I made a video the other day. I said nothing lasts forever. Somebody said some things last forever. I said it lasts forever because that's what you're projecting. You know, this experience is all your projection. This experience is all in your mind. This experience is literally all in your mind. This is your mind projecting outside, and so some things last forever because you're the one carrying it forever. Like you are the one carrying it forever. When I learned that, you are the one carrying, you are the one seeing things the same everywhere you go. Every day you see yourself the same, of course you have the same reality. And so some things are gonna stay in your body, in your health, in your mind, because that's what you're projecting. And we have to seek the knowledge. This is why knowledge is power if you know how to use it. Knowledge is power. And I think we don't have the knowledge, we have religion. Many of us have religion. Hey, Tony, how you doing? Many of us don't have knowledge, we have religion. And it's a different thing because no matter how much religion you have, if you don't have the wisdom of how to use the knowledge that you have or the information that you have, it doesn't work. And so we keep these things forever. Even when you have religion, even in religion, even if you have religion, you hear nothing don't last forever. You hear by the stripes you are healed. You hear all these things, but yet you still say something lasts forever. How does things last forever? What's up, Invest? How we doing, brother? Thank you. Thank you. What you can help meet the person of my dreams. Not sure, but that one. Does your shirt say? It does. It does say chocolate. I just pictured myself as a superhero. Kind of look at myself. The outside recognize my. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. We have to listen. We have to learn. We have to go easy on ourselves. We have to go easy on ourselves. We have to go easy on ourselves. Yeah. We have to be easy on ourselves, man. But you have to understand, right? Some of us are in a state right now that we have given up. We have given up on certain things. We have given up on being wealthy or being healthy, being in relationships. We have given up on being open-minded. We have given up on finding a job or money coming to us. We have given up in certain aspects of life. We have given up. We have given up. And I think a lot of us, we don't understand that we're supposed to join together. We're supposed to join together. Hey, Kimberly, that's why where you are good at, somebody's weak on. And I think when you come together, it flip-flops. We have to learn to join. But these days, we're living in a place where nobody wants any friend. Nobody has patience to have nobody. Nobody to keep people around because you have to be the same. Only, if you are this way, I have to be this way just next to you so that you can accept me. And I think we're going crazy. I think we're going crazy because we out there giving up on everything. You're not supposed to give up. You're supposed to find a way, find another way. You're supposed to, when they asked Edison, how come how did he make 1,000 mistakes when he was about to, when he was inventing the light bulb? He said, I didn't make 1,000 mistakes. He said there was 1,000 steps that I had to make, 1,000 steps. Seriously, 1,000 steps. And these people, and something I had to tell my wife this morning. I said, baby girl, listen, man, because she is frustrated too. Her job is frustrating her. We went to the gym this morning and she wasn't really into the lifting. She said, I think my job is getting me. I said, listen, man, the thing about this job is you have to understand every way that you go, every new place give you new challenges, but you add it to, you have to add it. You have to add it to your knowledge. You have to understand how to deal with people because you're going to always have people. Them people ain't going nowhere. Oh, she can't just walk off. She's a soldier. She's in the military. Here's my wife right here. My wife is a whole soldier. So she just can't walk away because she goes straight to jail. But you have to understand, man, everywhere we go, right? Everywhere we go, we're going to meet challenges. We're going to have challenges. We're going to experience challenges. But I said, listen, you have to learn how to deal with people because people won't be what we expect them to be. And our expectations is what fails us. Our expectations of what they should be. Look at people for what they are. We are all the same. We are all the same. We are all the same. But we have different stages in life. We have different consciousness. We have different awareness level. And we have to learn that don't take it. Why is it affecting you? Why is you affecting me? Seriously, why are you? So I said, baby girl, you gotta step out of it. The problem is, I said, Jazz, I said, if the way how you're looking at the situation is bringing you down, it's because you are believing a lie. She said, what do you mean? I said, when you believe a lie, the lie that you believe controls your vibration, and your vibration becomes that vibration of the lie. It brings you down, it weighs on you because it's your perception. And your perception is not true or false. Yeah, Kimberly, it has a lot of weight. Your perception is not true or false because you don't know if what you're looking at is right or wrong. But I said, but when you start to feel heavy and you can't work out and you can't eat, then you have to change your perspective. You have to change your perception. You know, in life, healing is about changing your perception because nothing is true. Now, I know you all, I know we really in our hearts, right? I know we really believe in our hearts that the way how we're looking at something is true. But we don't know anything really and truly. We just have perceptions. We don't know anything. I mean, I know we think that we know something. We don't know anything. We have a way of perceiving something based on our consciousness, our awareness level. It's all an illusion. And so you have to find a way how to see things. You got to find a way to see things. I will find a way to myself. Not everybody is made for relationships. That's something that somebody said who just said, that's like saying not everybody is built to be rich. That's a lie too. That's not true. Relationships are natural as natural can be. Relationships are as natural as finances and health is all natural things. It's just that we believe in the opposite. If you believe in the opposite, you get it. Seriously. If you believe in the opposite, you get it. But relationship is not made for certain people. It's for everybody. See, everything that was placed here is for all of us to use. There's nobody who says that this is yours and this could be yours, but this can't be mine. Why do we say that? It's just that we don't know how the program works. We don't know how to think it, like for instance, this book that we're reading, it said Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich. And when you read this book, you realize that wealth is a mindset. I never understood that it was a mindset until I read this book years ago. It's a mindset. Think and Grow Rich. This is why this book is very popular. Think and Grow Rich. Well, if you have to think to grow rich, you have to think to get certain things through. You got to think and grow in relationships. You have to think and grow in health. You have to think because not everybody naturally, are the same. Hey, Twinkle, how we doing? Yes, it's different. Everybody ain't the same. Quick question. How close a line do you think spouse should be? Do you think major differences with Marco will affect the relationship? Merely talking about fundamentals. You might have to find a way to ask the question again. Can you ask it a different way? Because I don't understand the question. How close a line do you think spouse should be? Like a line as far as what? Do you think major differences with the macro would affect the relationship? With the macro? Is that what you meant to say? If your eye be evil, pluck it out. Change your perspective. Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, romantic ones. Hey, Kimberly. Happy Friday, Kimberly. But listen, everything is for all of us. Everything is for all of us. Everything that's on this planet is for all of us. Nobody deserves it more than the other. But we have to get in the frequency or align to it. We have to get in the alignment with it. But many of us don't want to change. Many of us don't want to change who we are. If you don't change who you are, you can't get what you want. You have to, because let me tell you something. Here's what you have to understand. You see what you are trying to avoid? You see what you are avoiding to change? Do you see what you are avoiding to change? It's not who you are. That's just a version of you. You know how many versions of you there are? Many different versions. But many of you, you don't want to change who you are. You have to change who you are to get the career that you want. You all adjust. Because to be honest, you can't really change. No one can change, but you can adjust. Every one of us have to adjust to get the degrees, to get the job, to get the careers, to get the money, to get the body, to get the fitness, to get the health. You have to adjust everything. But when it comes to relationship, nobody wants to adjust because everybody afraid. What if I adjust and it still doesn't work out? You know, what if I adjust and it still doesn't work out? What if I had this thinking? What if I went to school and I still don't have a job? Then I probably won't have a job for sure. I probably won't have the career for sure because some things will get you more aligned to what you desire. But many of us are afraid of alignment because what if you're afraid to meet yourself? Because when you meet that possibility of yourself, you don't know, can I survive this? Would I be okay? Would I recover? You will. You will recover. You will be okay. If it doesn't come the way how you expect, you will be okay. I think we don't realize that if you change your perspective, you have the power to change your life. Many of us look at things the same way for our entire life. We look at things the same way for our entire life. And we are hurt, and we are tired, we are drained. You know what's one of the hardest things to do? Let me explain this. Let me explain to you what's one of the most difficult things. That's why you can't change it. Because I understand why you can't change it. Has anybody in here aspired to get a job, career, work for another? Well, good, Angel, good. Anybody in here, right? What if has kept me stuck? Indeed, it sure does. Let me ask you a question. Is there anybody? Is there anybody, right? You say, I value loving who I am. You know, I would say something with that, but I don't think you all would understand. Because the way how I would say it would feel very confusing. It would sound very confusing, and I don't want to confuse nobody. And so I'll leave it alone. But check this out, right? What the heck was I gonna say? Shoot, where was I going? Where was I going? I was going somewhere. Has anybody Has anybody have experience with just a bunch of bad relationships? A whole bunch of bad relationships? A whole bunch of bad, ugly relationships? And it has give you a perspective about people because you've seen certain things, you've seen certain behaviors, and you have a bad idea of relationship. Yeah, I know a lot of people have, right? A lot of folks have. Now let me ask you a question. What if I tell you, if you want a healthy relationship, right? What if I tell you, if you want a healthy relationship, what if you have to change your perspective altogether? You will say, no, I can't change it because it's what I've seen. So that's the fact, right or wrong. If I tell you, listen, I know you think men or women are this, men are that. I know you think that relationships are unhealthy. But what if I tell you to change it now? Your perspective to relationships are amazing and they are freeing and they are just perfect. You will say, no, I can't think that. That's a hard no. Why would I do that? Because my experiences have shown otherwise. And so that would be very hard. And so I understand the fact that we stay in the same place for every single, all our life because your experiences that you have, it gives you evidence to why you feel what you feel, right? It gives you evidence. Hey, Mega. It gives you evidence. Hey, Red Baby. It gives you evidence to what you already feel. But the evidence that you think you have is not what you think it is. The evidence that you think you have don't come from where you think it's coming from. Because we're not aware of our thoughts. Nobody, you're not aware of your thoughts. It took me 8 years intentionally to become aware of my thoughts. It took me a very long time to be aware of my own thoughts, how I think, and the things that I form based on those thoughts. It took me a very long time to become aware of my thoughts and my feelings intentionally. And it took me a long time to realize it's not my intentions, It's my thoughts. It's not my intentions that I have 5, 10 minutes a day. It's my thoughts that I keep feeling. It's my thoughts that I keep feeling. It's my thoughts that I keep experiencing. It's my thoughts. It's my thoughts. See, many of us, when we grow up, we have certain experiences, right? When we grow up, we see certain experiences. We see our mother. We see our father. We see love. We see behavior. We see everything. We see, and based on what we see, we're taking up information. We're taking up the program. We begin to believe certain things. We begin to think a certain way. We begin to pick up certain behaviors and habits, and based on what we see. And so now we pick up these things based on what we see on a regular basis. Our family, what all our family and the neighbors doing. We pick up and we pick up ideas from those surrounding. And so even though it's not your own experience, you begin to think that way. That's the way you begin to think. And so now when you go out in life and you say, well, relationships don't work for me, they are bad, it's because you are just regurgitating in your mind what you have seen, what you have experienced with your eyes, not really with your own life, but with somebody else's life. And so then you think it's real. And so therefore, since you think that way, you begin to create life the same way. You begin to recreate that same way too. You begin to recreate and 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 recreate. And so then it stays the same. It stays the same and it stays the same. And so your life, so relationships are bad. And so it's just because life is not going to change what you think. It's not life's job to change what you believe. It's not life's job to change your experience. It's your job. If you want it to change, you got to change it yourself. If you want it to change, you have to change your thoughts. And so that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So because we are convinced that what our experiences are real. But what we don't realize is what the program that we have picked up over the years, that's what it created, our thoughts. Remember, your programs ain't your programs. It's not yours. Okay, let me see the question again. Do you think about relationships can work if the spouses are not closely aligned with each other? Major foundation differences. So what do you consider a major foundation difference? Like, what do you consider a major foundation difference? You know what I mean? Relationships are beautiful. I'm just not hung up on them anymore. There are more to life than trying to be a good woman to a man. However, I value and honor healthy partnerships. I see you. I see you. Hey, hey Melly. Hey, Melly Mel. How you doing? And have been doing. Been going reading books. Good, Alexa. Good. Hey, happiness. My way. What's up, Cece? How are you doing? When you say align, like what things are you talking about alignment? Like aligning what though? Being relaxed in my current relationships is proven facts on what you speak. Indeed, relationships are good, but not for me. I don't want. I mean, listen. If you don't want it, listen. If you don't want it, that's perfectly fine too. Listen, you're not supposed to want everything. Right? Everybody don't want everything. Everybody is not supposed to want everything. I'm not saying that it's not everybody wants to be wealthy, right? It's not everybody wants a relationship. Ain't nothing wrong with it, right? But I'm talking about as far as when I say I can't have one. It's not made for everyone. It's made for everything is made for everyone. Again, when you come to this universe is plastic. This universe is plastic. Angel, if you want to unfollow me, here you go. Let me help you. Block. Cause okay, I got you. Unfollow me. Thank you. I mean, geez, like relax. What was I saying? I'm sorry, y'all. People just be tripping on Lord have mercy. Listen, if you believe something and it's working for you, keep doing it. Right? I mean, you know what I'm saying? If you believe something and it's working for you, keep doing it. Just what you mad at me for saying what I'm saying? Why are you mad at me for? I'm just speaking. Like chill. You know what I'm saying, Kimberly? Like Okay. The universe is plastic, right? The universe is plastic. And everything here, if you can just align to what you want, you can have it. If you can just align to it, you can have it. The thing is, we don't know how to align. Because you know why? Hey, Lisa, how are you doing, Lisa? Good evening. We don't know how to align because you know why? Nobody ever taught us. Nobody ever taught us. Nobody ever taught us how to align. They taught you how to pray, but they don't tell you how to align. They tell you how to beg, but not how to align. They told you how to complain, but not to align. They didn't teach you how to pray. They tell you to pray. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, Alexa, they never taught you how to align. And so we don't know what alignment is. This universe is nobody is his favorite. This is why the scripture said, God is no, has no favorite. Well, what does it say? What was that? I am not a respecter of persons. I'm not a respecter of persons. Nobody cares about who you are. Nobody cares about what your rank is here, who you say your identity is. Nobody cares about that. Life don't care about what you call yourself. You call yourself a Christian, you call yourself a Buddhist, a Muslim, you call yourself a deacon, you call yourself a preacher, nobody care. Life is not a respecter of person. If you can align, you see, if an evil person can align to wealth, they get it. If a good person can't align to wealth, they can't get it. Because nobody care about you being good or not. Because being good don't exist. Right? Do you get what I'm saying? If a bad person, as we call them, if a bad person know how to align to a relationship that they want, they get it. If a great person with a nice heart don't know how to align with the relationship that she or he wants, they don't get it. Nobody cares about who you are here. It's alignment. If if a person knows how to bring income or bring money, they align to wealth, they can get it. It doesn't matter. They could be 10 years old. I mean, I'm just saying. They could be 15 years old. If you can align to that mindset and to that energy, you can have it. So everybody, I want you all to understand, everybody can have it, whatever they want. It's just every one of us is not going to be aligned equally to everything. Some going to be equal. I mean, could be aligned to education while they're not aligned to money. Some can be aligned to health and fitness, have a strong, fit body. That same person probably be off alignment with money because people you are seeing around you, you are only focused on your environment. But to be on alignment in different things, you have to learn to expand your horizon. When you can expand your horizon, you can be aligned to a lot of things differently. But I think nobody ever taught us how to align. For example, politically, philosophy of how you would raise children, type of lifestyle to life, problem resolution, tactics, type of vacations you want and experiences spiritually. I think those things could be compromised on when you get with people. I think you know what I'll tell you. Invest. This is what I would tell you. If you get in a relationship and you have a big ass ego, nothing will work for you. Then you have to fit that right person who's gonna fit all your lifestyle, right? If you have a big ego that I ain't gonna change, is who I am, then yes, you have to be very specific in how you choose a person. Because your ego is gonna stop you from choosing properly. Your ego is gonna affect you, right? So if you have this big ass ego, this ridiculous, slow, this ego that tells you this is who I am, I'm not gonna compromise, I'm not gonna change, then nothing will work for you because you are too rigid. See, rigidity will not give you anything. It really ain't giving you anything at all. And so when you understand, if you really love someone, and it's two of you making this team, indeed, Alexa, if you love someone and you in this team, right? You let's say you create a family, and you both want the best for the family, and you make this team. You and your wife, you and your husband, and you want to keep this dynamic. You can't be rigid. You can't be close to compromise. You can't be close. Well, I'm not. No, you're gonna realize. Like for instance, in my family, my wife celebrates Christmas. Because of that, my kids celebrate Christmas. They love Christmas. Her parents love Christmas. I don't do Christmas. But you know what I do? Every Christmas, hey, what we doing? You want to go to your mom's house and celebrate? Yeah, sure, let's go. I'm in the Christmas pajamas. I don't celebrate Christmas, but it ain't that damn serious. Yeah, you know what I mean? It ain't that damn serious. Do you get what I'm saying? My wife and my kids, and I'm in the matching pajamas. My wife is in her matching pajamas with the kids and her parents and her mom and her stepdaddy, and the families are around taking pictures. You know what I do? Yeah, no grumpiness. That's my belief system, and it's not that serious. So we have to understand we take too much things too seriously, so we miss the beauty of life. You know what I mean? I think we take you have to compromise. A relationship without compromise ain't a relationship. It's a dictatorship. Hey Ellie, how you doing? I wish so many people know this. Getting wealthy has nothing to do with you being a good. Yeah. Facts. But compromise is the key for a relationship. It's compromise. But nobody wants to everybody thinks that the way how I see life is the only way. The way how I see life is what it is. The way how I see life is how you can't. The way how I see life and the way how my wife sees life is completely different. And I'm just saying this to let you understand that even when you meet somebody who is great, look at the greatness. Look at the point of her greatness or his greatness. Look at the point. Look at their character. It's not really about what you believe and the politics side. And look at understand your ego is keeping you from opening your own self. Because I think a lot of us, we can't open our minds. We can't because we're afraid. Then who am I? Then if I celebrate Christmas with my family and my wife, so I gotta tell him, no, I ain't going with you to celebrate Christmas. I don't believe in this shit. I don't believe in it. I'm not going. No, I'll go with you. Let's go. Let's hang out. Let's put on. Yeah. What you want to buy? You want to go Christmas shopping? It's not that serious. It ain't. Because who are we protecting? You know what I mean? My team is you. You are my teammate. And if you believe in something and if you want to do something, let's do it. Because when I'm ready to do my stuff, I expect you to do it too. Hey, come on, let's do it. In relationships, in marriages, yeah. You gotta be fluid. You gotta be fluid, man. You gotta be fluid. Relationships. So we don't create our reality. We do create your reality is what you have right now. You only have your reality. Those people want control emotionally. Yeah. Facts. But you only can create your own reality from your thoughts and your feelings, from your perspective. That's what you see is your reality. What you see and what I see is two different things. Right? Hey Britt the Gene, how you doing? What you see and what I see is two different things. What you see is your reality. It's not facts. What I see is not facts. And so what I have learned to do over my years, I learned to see things in a way that benefits me. Because I know ain't no facts anyways. What I see can't be facts. What I see, what are my eyes used for? My eyes is used to remember. I don't see it. I only see, my eyes are only part of my brain. And so I know this. When I begin my enlightenment journey, I know for a fact that what I see is not the truth. It's just telling someone I was dating. It's important to be. It has to be. What I see is not the truth. It's a version of my mind. And that's what it is. So I am not too addicted to it. I'm not too, you know what I mean? Like I'm not too submissive to it. I'm not too believing in it. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Do you get it? I mean, and I know it's weird, and I know saying these things might confuse you. But what I'm telling you is this, right? Just learn this. Whatever you see, it doesn't mean that it's facts. It means it's just what's recorded in your mind. So it's how you understand it. Hey Nikki, how you doing? Do you understand what I'm saying? What you see is not facts. It's just the way how it's recorded and the way how you perceive it is not facts. It is not facts. It is not true. It is not, it doesn't mean that it's true. It doesn't mean that it's the right way. It's the only way. It's just being is a version that you are seeing. It's not facts. And so me knowing this, while I was growing in my awareness, me knowing this, I don't mind. I could switch. I can, let me let me go this way. Because I am not addicted or I am not attached to it. I'm not. Would you be up for an invite? Man, yes, man. Listen, you know what? I just, I have a great story, man. I've learned a lot from you, and hopefully, with these knowledge, I can find a great partner. Man, listen, thank you. I have been coaching this lady, and I told you this before. She's 61 years old, and she just met this guy. Finally, he is 65, and they just got in so tight and so close. He just proposed to her in Paris, and on the Eiffel Tower. So I interpret it. Yeah, yeah. You hear me, Miranda? And they want me to be the official, the one to marry them. And I was like, hell yeah, put me in, I'm ready. Put me in, officiate, yeah. Hey, if you need a coach, let me know. But yeah, put me in. So yeah, I appreciate that, man. That just made me realize, or remember that. Do you think you should stop dating someone at the first sign of disrespect, or give them a chance to correct the behavior? Disrespect. That's a good question. Disrespect doesn't mean disrespect in all cases, right? And this is that word right there. Disrespect doesn't necessarily mean disrespect. Disrespect can mean, it could also mean misunderstanding, right? Because I think disrespect, we have to understand that certain behaviors, certain how people say certain things, what people say, it doesn't have the same meaning as what the last person said or how they did it. And so we have to learn how to, and maybe it's disrespect, but if somebody disrespects you, I think it depends on the disrespect. It depends on the motive, right? It depends on, what's going on. I think it's a bigger idea. But we all gonna have disrespectful moments, because in your marriage you get it, dating you get it, when you live together you get it, but sometimes it's not meant to be that way, but it is that way, or it's perceived that way. Remember, our perception is a bitch. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sometimes, the way how we perceive things, man, especially when you look at things from a hurt angle, you know, I have this friend. I have this friend, and I'm like, man, you gotta stop. Like, if you're not hurt anymore, if you heal now, you gotta leave the hurt language alone. You gotta leave the hurt lingo alone. Yeah, I said you gotta leave the hurt lingo alone. Why do you talk about it so much? Like, you gotta, because when you talk about it, you attracted some. The more you talk about something, is the more you attracted. The more you talk about something, is the more you attracted. The more you think about it, is the more you attract, and the more you resist it, is the more you attracted. And I think sometimes we get out of some hurtful situations, and the way how we talk about it continuously, and the way how because now you're talking from the angle of, I have to just, it's boundaries, it's boundaries, it's boundaries, it's boundaries, it's boundaries, it's boundaries. I set my boundaries. Why are you so? What are you expecting? Are you expecting somebody to just? You say like. Are you expecting somebody to just come and just tear your whole city down or something? Is that what you're expecting? Somebody to just come and blow your whole? So you want to create all this fort and this boundaries, and that's all you talk about? Boundaries, boundaries. Like, what are you seeing in your mind? Because if that's what you are seeing in your mind is boundaries, protect myself, boundaries, then something is still off. Your nervous system is still off. You are still running. You are still in survival mode, and we have to understand this. I don't talk about boundaries all the time because I don't really care what you do. I don't really care what you do. What you do is your business. I don't care how you come at me. That's your business. I don't care what you say. That's your business. That's your suffering. How you treat me is your suffering. You see what I'm saying? Like, This is your suffering, and I'm not taking it. So I know that. So I don't have to always boundaries and this and boundaries. No, listen, I get it. It's a part of it, but you have to learn conversations are conversations in your mind is words that you will keep repeating so often. And so you gotta make sure. Jericho, imagine him. Yeah. Did it come out? But we have to learn, man. Let's find her now. It's time. I'm working on me. Good stuff, Invest. Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm happy to hear that. For the first time in my adult life, I am putting myself first. That's a beautiful thing to do, Nancy. That's a beautiful thing to do. Tim and I have been at war with each other before. It just took time to understand each other. I mean, facts. Man, listen, when we get married, when we get in relationships, it doesn't look like those funny, happy things on social media all the time. It doesn't. And I think that's why people, if I can't have this, I don't want, man, we have to learn to work with people. No, I am strong enough to leave. That's all that matters. Indeed. Can you make a video about getting grounded and aligned with our chakras? Yeah, I have done many of those videos before, many of those, but I can. Why can life not be like a Disney? Life is actually, to be honest though, LD. I know you're being funny, but life can be from what you will do. That's your boundaries. Indeed, Mega. Right. Facts. But to be honest though, why can't life be like a Disney movie? It can, but it takes some work. It takes some thoughts. Life can be a Disney movie. And, I think when I tell people, like when people, Kirk, how are you? I'm great. You always say you great. Yeah, because how can I not be? Life, I don't have a job, right? I don't work hard. I don't stress. My relationship is a blessing. My health is dynamic. My body, my fitness is, you know, like for real, like literally. I eat well. I live in a space. Financially, I'm good. My mind is sane. I'm healthy. Life can actually be a Disney movie, but it takes some work. It takes some reprogramming. Life is really, life is not good or bad. Life is just what you focus on, what your awareness of. Many of us, if you're aware of certain things, that's what your life that you're gonna experience. What are you aware of? What's your awareness like? What are you focused on? What are you thinking about? And what do you keep seeing and feeling? And therefore, that will keep creating the life that you live. And it takes work. It takes a lot of first initial change in the way how you think. Like I said before. You know what I said before? I said, for those of you who have had bad relationships, let's say unhealthy relationships, if I tell you, hey, now look at relationship the opposite way. Think it's beautiful. Have a thought in your mind that is the most best thing ever, is the most easiest and softest thing. You're gonna be like, no, I can't think that way. But since you can't think that way, then you're gonna keep meeting what you meet and keep getting what you get. But when you understand that you are the one who have been doing it this whole time, you are the one who have been doing it the whole time. You are the one who has been attracting it the whole time the way it is. You are the one who has been thinking it and seeing it and editing it and starring in it and being it. And you are the one who's been doing it the entire time. If you understand that part, listen, when I understood the part about life is when I was able to fix my life. When I accepted that part in my life, I was able to fix it. Because I had so many bad experiences, just like you had. I had so many bad experiences, just like you. But when I began to study on my journey, when I began to read, when I began to study and practice, I realized, oh, let me change the way I speak. Let me change my voice. Let me change the way I think. Let me change my words. Let me change my thoughts. Let me change my words. They're both match each other. Let me change my thoughts. Let me keep my thoughts. Let me keep my thoughts. Let me change them. Let me change them. Let me change them. And so every time I think, I'm mindful. Nope, let me not. Oh, nope, stop it. Oh, I can't. Oh, nope, change it. Oh, I can't. Oh, change it. And I have to be mindful. I had to be mindful. I had to be mindful every day. It took me a long time to be being mindful is stressful. Being mindful is being mindful, right? Hey, Andrea, being mindful, it will F with you, man. When you are aware, it F's with you because now you can't focus on who's saying this, who's doing this, what happened outside of me, what she said, what he did, where he went. You can't, when you are mindful, you can't, that people, you can't control that. You can't control that yet. That's already been started. It's like trying to fix yourself from a sick position. I'm sick now. Now what? Let me fix my mind into healing. It's hard to do when you are in it. But it is easier to do preventative maintenance. If you could service your car at 4,000 miles and 5,000 miles, then, it will prevent, that's what it's called preventative maintenance. It will prevent your car from doing something crazy and then you're going to spend all this money and time to fix it, breaking the engine. And so you don't want to wait until the engine is broken to fix it or to give it an oil change. Do you get what I'm saying? You can't wait until the engine is broken to give it an oil change. Hey, Black Butterfly. Yeah. Hey, sweet. How you doing? You good? You want a hug? Here you go. But you can't wait until the engine is broken to get an oil change. Many of us are waiting until we get no money. Many of us are waiting until we get sick. Many of us are waiting until we get tired and sick and drained. Many of us are waiting until we ain't got nothing else to change it. It's hard. By that time, it's hard. It takes you know how hard it is to push something into rolling or to move something into rolling from a stop or from a still position. Thank you, sweet. I appreciate you. Onset prevention is worth more than a pound of cure. I'm telling you. And so many of us don't try to do preventative thinking. Yeah, we got to do preventative thinking. We got to think ourselves healthy, but be healthy every day in your minds, in your thoughts. You don't have the luxury of worrying about anybody else. Hey Terry, how we doing? How we doing, brother? How we doing? Thank you. Yeah, you don't have the luxury of worrying about what he did, what she did, what. And you know what? You know what we do? Well, that's what we do. That's all we do. So we just have to learn. We have to learn. We have to say, hey, every day at this time, let me focus on my healing, on my health, focus on my strength, focus on my finances, focus. Because you don't need, you ain't got to be broke to get into your finance mindset. You ain't got to be single to go inside your relationship mindset. See, some of you all are waiting until you are in the mix or in the middle to get out. Every day, even though I'm married already for 9 years, I'm married for 9 years now, going on 10 years. You know what I do every day? I go in my relationship mindset. I have to, because it gives it more juice. It gives it more push. So every day when I wake up, I'm seeing my marriage. I'm seeing my wife. I'm seeing my family. I'm seeing my kids. I'm seeing my kids. I'm seeing my kids. I'm seeing them. I'm seeing my wife. I'm seeing my relationship. I'm seeing it. I'm staring it. I'm visualizing it. I'm staring it. I'm putting in some work and some effort in my mind. I'm seeing it. The way not the way how society tells you that, these days marriage people get divorced, and I don't listen. If I want to, I can see that and begin to act like, well, since technically everybody gets divorced anyways, let me act like it. You know what I mean? Let me say, you know what? Let me start treating you bad because sooner or later you're gonna leave me anyways. It all ends anyways. Nothing lasts forever anyways. I can't trust you anyways because you know how women are anyways, because that's what I expect anyways. And so I begin to act on it. Oh, I can come in there and act on my own thoughts. I can put my own thoughts, say my own feelings, and it drives me to do what I want to do, or what I have to do. That's the difference. You got to do pre-checks and balances in your mind. Listen, I'm telling you, man. Hey, Monroe, how you doing? Thank you so much. We have to think ourselves healthy. We gotta think it. Gotta stop listening to what people on the internet be saying. Indeed. Indeed. And so it is, but I'm telling you, life could be like a Disney movie. It really can. I know some of you ain't gonna believe me because it sounds really ridiculous. But the truth is, in every Disney movie, there is some discomfort. If it wasn't if it wasn't discomfort in those movies or some bad scenes, you won't watch it. Nobody want to see a movie where everything is perfect because it's not real. Where everything starts out good and the ends, the starts good, the middle is perfect, the end is perfect. Then what's the point of watching this movie? That's a terrible movie. It didn't create all. A movie is great when it can create or it can stimulate all your emotions. A movie, for a movie to be great, it has to be able to catch all of your emotions. True or false? You have to go from sadness, laughing, happy, excited, angry, love, peaceful. It has to go through scared. You have to go through all emotions. And then when you walk out of the movie theater, when you turn the TV off, you say, damn, that was a good movie. Damn, that movie was good. Why? Because it took you through listen, all ranges of emotions. True or false? It's true. Every movie that's worth watching. Have you ever seen, what's one of the greatest movies of all times? What would you consider one of the greatest movies the best movies of all times? Theme. Yeah, Renee. One of the greatest movies of all time, the Titanic. Well, it was, I mean, I'm sure some of y'all gonna agree. You ever seen the Titanic? That movie was long as hell, but Lord, Biodome, Forrest Gump, Color Purple. There was some good, but there was some. It took you through all emotions, all emotions. E.T. Really? Hey, Lynn, how you doing? Good to see you. Titanic, right? Love Jones, Drumline, really? But those movies, man, I'm telling you, Notebook. Yeah, I heard about that one. I heard about that one. Fried Green Tomatoes. It's a Wonderful Life. I think I seen that. Did I see that one? But those movies take you to all the emotions. Why do we think life is not supposed to? Love and Basketball. Those life takes you to all the emotions until you realize just because you have an emotion during the movie, does it make the movie bad? Have you ever heard a song that made you cry? Have you ever heard a song that made you cry? Have you ever listened to a song that brought tears to your eyes? Seriously. Have you seen that before? Song made you cry, but was it a bad song? It was a beautiful song. It was just so sad. Yeah, all the time. It was a beautiful song. And the song, oh my God, when you're done. Have you been to church and heard a sermon and the sermon brought all his emotions to you and you just, because in life, if you just understand, I have learned to look at life as a movie. I have literally learned to look at life as a movie. And so when the movie is finished, man, the Adams is bad. When the movie is finished, you learn to turn the TV off and go to bed. Like, yeah, that was good. But after the movie is finished, even though you experience anger, do you stay angry? When that person was about to take out the little child or the star character, you after the movie was finished, you didn't stay angry. You're like, whoo. But for some reason, when it comes to our personal life, you stay angry for years. Yeah, you can't. Man, listen, when that thing is done, your anger should be turned off. Turn it back off. It's done. That part of the movie is done. That part of the movie is finished. You have to learn to turn, because if you don't turn it off, what's gonna happen? You're gonna get sick. You're gonna get sick. You're gonna build up some pain. Seriously, you're gonna build up some tension in your body. Those emotions held for a long time builds too much tension. It builds too much pain. It builds so much resentment. It builds so much. One Sweet Day, I used to love that song, man. Wind Beneath My Wings. Okay, boy, y'all got them old school, huh? I got some grown folks in here. Wings Beneath My Wings, yeah. But we have to learn to turn it off. If you don't turn them off. But you know why we don't turn them off? Because we take it too personal. You wasn't never supposed to do this. How are you going to tell me how are you going to tell them what they weren't supposed to do? They did it, didn't they? He was never supposed to cheat. Why not? Because you wouldn't. And so since you think that, since that's, and that belief is not true. It's just a belief. Do you know the difference between a belief and a fact? Do we know what's a belief and what's a fact? Does anybody know? There's a huge difference between a belief and fact. And what you are suffering from is a belief. He wasn't supposed to. That's not a fact, because obviously the fact is he did. She wasn't supposed to. Well, she did. So that means the fact is she did. She wasn't supposed to is a belief. You have to see which one is facts and which one is belief. The fact says they did it. The belief is they wasn't supposed to. Fact can be proven. And the proof is in the pudding. They did it. Yeah, they did it. They even admit to it. They did it. And so you have to understand, oh, it was just a belief. And you know what? You know what you can't do? You cannot let a belief die. So instead, you let the relationship die instead. Hey, Ro, how we doing, girl? Long time no see. You can't let the belief die. So you let the relationship die instead. Come on. You can't let the belief or the principle die. But the friendship has to die. Isn't that what we do? That's why we can't have relationships. That's why the way how we relate to people ain't working. It's not working. Because we can't let go of a belief. Because the idea of you letting go of your belief, it brings so much fear. Because your whole identity is ruined. Your entire identity begins to be questioned. Who you are begins to become suffering. If you begin to suffer who you are, because this is my belief, I'm not going to change it. But even though it's not true, why do you think we have all this religion and stuff? Indeed, expectation leads to disappointment. Why do you think we have all these religions and stuff? Because it's a person's belief. I mean, you can say it's true all day. It's a belief. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying whether it's right or wrong. I'm saying it's a belief. That's why you have to use faith. It's faith that you have to use to believe it. Faith. But to not believe it anymore will punish you. To let go of that belief will punish you in your mind. It will punish you in your body. It will scare you to. I remember. I'm gonna tell you. Can I tell you the story, man? Can I tell you the story? Or you all don't want to hear my story? And I don't want you all to misunderstand my story. My story was my story. It's not about you. It's not telling you what to do. I'm talking about my story. My personal story. About 5 years ago. I'm going to tell you my story. But don't judge it compared to your story. It's just my story. I had to fix my story. I didn't like how my story was, so I fixed it. And and don't misunderstand my story. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm talking about my personal story because I have to put it in a disclaimer. This is my story. This ain't got nothing to do with you and your belief system. So I grew up Christian. I grew up in the church. I was a big person in the church. I grew up in a world church. I was a deacon. I was a youth minister. I mean, I'm sure you guys can tell. Hey, Lisa. By the way, how I speak, I maybe because I knew the scripture, I know how to relate to certain scriptures and all them stuff, right? Because I was big in the church. And about 5 years into my awareness journey, I began to study some things. Not no weird things. I began to look deeper in certain things. And as I began to look deeper in certain things, I'm like, you know what? I think my time, I was preaching, I think my time in this religion or this faith has come to an end. It's time to expand, right? It's time to expand. It's time to change it out. It's time to elevate from that religion aspect of reality, from that fear aspect of fear God or else. It's time to it's time to elevate from that space. And I said, you know what? I'm no longer a Christian. That tortured me. That tortured me so much, the idea of me not being a Christian. It whooped my butt for a long time. Because then the idea of what if I go hell? What if he comes right now and I'm not saved? What if I'm not believing I'm supposed to? What if what if what if what if I'm wrong? What if what if it's fear? It was based on fear. But what if, man, what if he comes, what if Jesus comes and I go to hell because I don't believe? What if I'm wrong? What if I don't make it? What if, and so it bothered me. It bothered me for a long time. And one day I had a dream. And let me tell you about these dreams. I'll tell you about these dreams. And just hear it's just my story. Don't think that it's yours. My path and your path is two different paths. We're not on the same path. My path is not better, it's not bigger. It's just a path that I want to be on. So please don't think that I'm telling you this to change your mind. This is not that. Please don't think that. I don't like telling these stories in these big groups. Maybe if it was one person I was talking to, I probably would have loved to tell it. But I don't like telling these stories because people always think that I'm saying something crazy. Yeah, the fear was huge. One night I had a dream. And my mama always told me when I have those same type of dream, I have to call on the name of Jesus when I have those scary, dark dreams. And even though I had denounced Christianity a certain way, even though I had denounced Christianity a certain way, you might realize that your subconscious mind ain't done with it yet. Your subconscious mind is not done with it. See, just because you consciously say something doesn't mean that your subconscious agrees with it. It doesn't let go so quickly. And so in that dream, I was in this presence of this dark energy. And I was scared, man. I was scared to death. I was fighting. I was scared. Oh, I was scared. I was so scared. And I was trying to cast that demon out. Seriously, real dream. I was trying to cast that demon out. And in that dream, I remember what my mom told me. In the dream, I said, in the name of Jesus, get out. And the demon just vanished. I woke up very annoyed. Yeah, man, listen. I woke up so annoyed I was like, what the hell did I? So I still believe. I still believe. So I'm like, nah. So my subconscious mind and my conscious mind was on two different places. I said I didn't, but subconsciously I do. Do you guys understand that? Do you all get it? I'm like, damn, I still do. So I woke up, I was like, damn, I thought I was done. It's been like 6 months. Why am I still using that name? About 5 months later, after doing some more research and doing some more work and doing some more deeper and going deeper and going deeper, about 5 more months went by, studying, practicing, studying, practicing. The crazy thing is life will always bring you back to a certain point. If life don't bring you back, your dreams will. Yeah. If life don't bring you back, your dreams will. Because you will see things in your dream because your dreams, you are the same person in your dream that you are in your reality. It's the same, your subconscious mind is completely awakened. And so 5 months later, I had a dream. I was fighting another dark entity. I was in this darkness. Why? Oh, I hate these dreams too. I hate these dreams with all my heart. I hate them. I don't like them. I never liked them. But I think my mom told me, he said, boy, that's just who you are. You're going to dream. I never liked them at all. But in this dream, that thing looked at me, man. This thing looked at me. And for the first time in my life, I looked at it with a smile on my face, just like this. I had a smile just like this. I was different. In my dream, I was different. I was aware. I knew who I was. I was completely awakened in and I smiled. And I took my finger like this and I say, I ain't gonna use Jesus' name. Let me try something. I said, in my name. I said that I said exactly that. I said, in my name, I cast you out. That thing flew. I said, I can't forget that dream either. I can't forget that dream. I said, whew, it made me realize. It made me realize. It made me realize, huh, it's the faith that works. It doesn't matter what you put your faith in. I want us to understand this. I'm not trying to change your faith. But believe in what you believe. It's your faith that works. It's the belief that works. It's not the thing that you believe in. It's not the person you believe in either. It's not the entity. It's the faith itself. It's the belief. So I'm like, huh? So it ran the same way. It ran when I said the name Jesus. But when I used me and believed in me, it ran too. Huh? But listen, it gave me a complete shift in my awareness. A complete, because you have to understand your dreams are only what you experience in your physical reality. It's just your subconscious mind is dreaming. And many of us, I remember when I was a Christian, I used to dream that the sky is open. Have you all ever had this dream? Let me ask you a question. I know by the way, I'm not an atheist. And by the way, now I'm a deeper Christian than I was before. Right? Hey Dottie, how you doing? Now I'm a deeper Christian. Thank you, Miranda. Seriously, I'm even a deeper Christian now. Not how you think that you are Christian, but differently. I don't want to explain it. But have you ever had a dream, being a Christian? Have you ever had a dream that the sky is open and God was coming? Have you ever had a dream before? I had it. I had it a couple times in my life. Life is mental, like Bob Marley said. Free yourself from mental. Indeed, indeed. You never had a God or Jesus coming dream, man. I had those dreams before. I had one when I was young. I had like two more. I think I had three of them dreams. And you know, we think that's a sign of a dream, but we don't know that's a sign of our beliefs. Because you dream according to your belief system. Only when you believe something can you dream about it. If you don't believe in it, you can't dream it. Do you know that? You are quiet on me. You are going quiet. You are going quiet on me. Yeah, Lisa, because it's in your dreams. Do you all understand that you could only dream what you believe in? Do we understand that? And some of us be taking our dreams to mean something that I dreamt. No, your dream is just your belief, but I won't say it because you know you're gonna figure it out for yourself. I see you, Miranda. Hey, listen, you're gonna figure this out for yourself. Your dreams is based on your belief system. You can't dream something that you don't believe in. It's impossible. Because even if you dream something, you're going to always relate it or always give it to what, you're going to always place it to what you believe in. You can only dream about what you believe. Just like how you can only think about what you know already. You can only think about what you know already. It's very hard to think outside of what you know. It's almost impossible to think outside of what you know. So that's why now, if I tell you to think, even though you had all bad relationships, think about the good one. How? That's hard. Of course it's hard. What's up, Adrian? How you doing, brother? Falling off a cliff. But that usually means that you don't want to make a decision about your life. When you dream that you're falling off a cliff, it's because you are trying to avoid making a decision. Oftentimes. And it's scary. That's why you have the dream that you're falling off a cliff. Like you never dozed off and you just felt like you was falling and you wake up in this weird way. Only experience what we believe when we awake. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Yeah, Tony, I'm going long. I know, right? I don't dream, so maybe I don't believe. I sometimes only dream weird things I do not understand. Well, we all dream. Well, trust me, you dream. You just don't understand or you just don't remember what you dream, but we all dream. You know, one thing about sleep, and you know, the thing about dream, I realized lately that dreams also, yeah, let me not get into that. But yeah, we all dream. We all dream, man. It's just that we just don't remember what we dream because our minds don't always remember them. Yeah, we don't always remember them. Dream, you just don't remember. Yeah, facts. But I realize you can't go deep. You can't be something in your dream that you are not in your reality because you're gonna always bring the memory. Dreams even carry your memory. Dreams even carry your memory. You know, that's something about dream. Dream is still you. It's still you in the dream. It's still you, man. But hey, listen. Travel more than I dream, but I love it when I dream because it means I can do stuff and not get hurt. Indeed, indeed. Indeed, I think dreaming is a very beautiful thing. I don't mind dreaming anymore. But I remember, man, I'm telling you, when I realized that I used my own name, but now the Christian that I practice, the Christianity that I practice, do you believe in past lives? I wouldn't say I believe in it, but I don't not believe in it. I won't say I believe in it because I don't know. And for me, it doesn't make a difference whether it's there or not. To be honest, I'm just being honest. And so I'm very careful about what I believe, or what I use that word to believe in. But it for me, it doesn't affect me whether it's true or not. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't really waste belief on things that doesn't really change anything about me. I don't know. I hope that doesn't sound weird. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't really. So my mind is very much clear. I don't have things to think about much because I don't really believe in much. So my mind is no. I don't have all that stuff. All that, what do you call it, fluff, or that thoughts happening because I really don't care enough. Do you see what I'm saying, Tony? It's not that it's a bad question. It's a beautiful question, but I don't really believe in a lot of things. Hey Sierra, how are you doing? I don't really have a lot of beliefs because beliefs brings all these principles and all this control and all this resistance and all this fear and all this. So I stay away from a lot of beliefs. I hope that makes sense. Christians, but you are always aligned with the teachings in I am. I am. I am. I am. I am. I am. Think that you've been here before. I don't know if I've been here before. I honestly don't know. I have an idea. But I have an idea, but I don't know. I could be completely wrong because I wasn't conscious. I didn't see myself. I don't remember myself being there. And it's okay for me to say I don't know, to say I believe. Because a lot of times our beliefs is when we don't know. Instead of saying I don't know, I say I believe. And so I'm telling you I don't know. Hey Princess, how you doing? How you doing? Good night. Good evening. Do you see what I'm saying? Don't misunderstand. Is not for me. I just don't have a. Um, I don't know if you all were here the last time when we had a meeting. We had a good conversation. Yeah, it's okay not to know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm doing great too, Princess. It's good to see you. I ain't seen you in a long time. I hope everything is good. Um, when I don't know because I don't focus on a belief. The beliefs that I focus on is the ones that I practice. When I believe in certain things, if I put my mind here and my feelings there, let me practice. Let me practice. Because the things that I practice is what I believe. I practice a lot of things too. I practice a whole bunch of crap. But based on the practice, I don't have to believe anymore. I could know it now. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't have to believe anymore. I can know it. So I don't put things in my mind that I believe. I focus on what I know. And one thing about certain practices, I don't have to believe to do it. Like when I manifest or when I create, I don't have to believe. I don't have to have faith. I just understand how it works. I understand because I've done it so often. So if I place a thought in my mind, I do it intentionally. And if I see it there, I can form it and shape it. And therefore, I don't have to believe and lose faith and lose hope. I know it's real. To know is different. Do you get what I'm saying? To know is a whole different energy. It's a whole different, and so when you know it, you don't stop until you get it. But you don't give up and say, I wonder what's wrong, something holding it back. I don't have those experiences no more. It's been years since I had those experiences. So now I don't have beliefs. I don't have a lot of beliefs. I mean, I'm sure I have some, but I don't really care to hold anything that of that importance in me. I don't care to hold things that's you know what I'm saying? Like I don't care to hold things in me that not changing anything about me. I don't know. That's confusing to many people. I don't want to confuse you. But do you get what I'm saying? Like GM said, the rules and stuff. Accent is giving to a question. Indeed, indeed, indeed. But that's how I would use the word believe that you have the power to change, or to fix, or to shift, or to redirect, to go up, to the left, or to the right. We all have the power because I've done it many times. A matter of fact, yesterday I met this guy here. I met this guy here in the gym about in January or December of last year. I met him. I saw him about 4 times. We wasn't close or friends. We wasn't close. We wasn't friends. We wasn't doing such things. But I met him a couple times and we spoke for a few minutes. Younger guy, he would ask me questions about, hey, how do I do finances or how do I? And so he's a younger guy who saw me with my gray beard and asked me questions. He's black, I'm black. He felt comfortable asking me questions. Yesterday, I ain't seen him since like January. Yesterday, my mind went on that guy while I was in this room. My mind went on that guy. Today, I walked in the gym and who I saw? Him. And I said, hey, I was just thinking about you. And I'm not surprised because that's the way how my mind works. If my mind goes on you, I'm seeing you. I'm calling you, you calling me, I'm texting you. Listen, you know something that I really realized? Hey, Latina, how you doing? Something I really realize is this way. Something I really believe in. And again, I say believe in this term. Something I really realize, I recognize is this. When your mind go on somebody, reach out to them. Yeah. I thought about him yesterday. I was like, I wonder what he's doing. I wonder, is he deployed? Because I know he's in the military. I said, is he deployed? Is he deployed still? Is he gone? And today, bam. Every time my wife comes out, every time she drives up, I have a strong sense. I don't know she's here. Sometimes as soon as I call her, hey, where you at? I'm on the, I'm in the driveway. Oh, that's why. I just have a strong sense of certain things that, but I trust it. Start no divorce from young so I can remember God hates divorce. I'm miserable for 23 years. Didn't we talk about this before? Marie, this song's, how we know, listen, y'all could think that you all know what God hates, what God loves. That's on you. You know what I realized? I don't know what God hates or God loves. So yeah, that's God's business. You know, what you hate is your business, not mine. What Miranda hates is her business, not yours or mine. What I hate is my business, not yours. And so why do we always worry about what God hates? The problem is we think we know God, and you don't know God, you believe. You believe by somebody telling you or by faith or something. We don't know. And so you think God loves you being miserable? Probably not. Like you think, do you really think God just loves you being miserable and being unhappy and you can't focus? If you are free or if you are in slavery, well, it depends. Which one can you use to focus more on God? Your freedom or your focus? I mean, like you gotta understand, man. Why do we think God hates anything? Who told us this? Fear. It's fear. But and you know what though? Hey Normandy, how we doing? But I get it. I get it. It's what we were taught. I completely understand. I get it. But now that we are grown, now what? Right? If I hate something, I become Tim's problem. But now I was taught a bunch of stuff too. But I had to understand a lot of those teachings, indeed, God is love. A lot of those teachings was fear. Like nobody ever told you if you my wife told my daughter, because my daughter used to have this look on her face and she used to put her lips like this. And my wife told her, if you don't change your face, your lip is gonna stuck that way. And so you see, fear. Right? We tell people all these things. If you don't act right, you're going to hell. Ain't that what we did? Hey, listen, you can control kids with fear, don't you? You could control kids. If you don't do this, I'm gonna spank you. It's fear. If you don't do the right thing, you're going to hell. It's all the same story. Don't you see that? It's all the same story. If you can't see that yet, for people to have you to act right, they put some fear in you, the fear of God in you. And now we have this fear in us and we are still domesticated by it. We are domesticated by this fear. Now we put in ourselves in the, if I don't do this right, God will punish me. We're messing with ourselves. Because we heard the boogeyman story. Yeah, Renee, we heard the boogeyman story for so long. Don't look under your bed or else. Don't go to sleep with your empty stomach. Who from the Caribbean here? It's in the scriptures that he hates divorce, but I agree. I don't think God wants us miserable. Can you, hey, Tony, can you look in the scriptures to find that, please? Please look in the, I mean, please. I'm not challenging you, but I don't think I ever seen that verse. Honestly, I don't think I ever seen that verse. Can you tell me which scripture that is? Because I really want to know. Can you tell me what scripture that is? I really want to know. Seriously, all joke aside, I really want to see it because I don't think it was in the scripture, but I could be wrong. But please, if you know where to find it, can you please let me know? If you're from the Caribbean, is anybody from the Caribbean? Proud look, lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that wicked plans, quick to the evil, a false witness, who tells lies, and a person who starts up conflicts among brothers. What does it say? What is it? God hates. Now I want you all. Can I? Oh man, I'm not talking about this. I don't want to go into that kind of information because I don't want to bring confusion. God about love. Why I think that? Let me ask you a question, right? If you're from the Caribbean, have you ever heard those crazy things that we used to think? Like, yeah, right? You hear if you sweep at night. You ever heard if you sweep at night? Just referring to God actually means respect. Like if you sweep at night, or if you hear somebody called out your name. Hey Tabby, yes I am, yes I am. If you hear somebody call out your name, hey Juicy, and you answer, somebody's gonna come and have you ever heard of those things before? Man, listen, in the Caribbean, man, we was told so much trash. If you eat like all these things, and it was just meant to scare us to death, make us do the right things, make us do the, and I get it. But now that we're grown, though, we gotta understand. What does it say? Oh no, okay, I got it. I have it. I'm not from the Caribbean. I'm telling you, man. But it's for control. I heard this guy making a video the other day, and I don't comment on these videos. And he was talking about the rapture, and not the rapture itself, but he was saying, he was making a reference. He said, if four people have witnessed Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and it was a video, and so much information, so you don't fear God. I don't really have a reason to fear God. And so he was making this video, and he was like, you know what? If four men, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, saw different witnesses, and they saw different from different perspective of the same things, why would you think is lie? Why would you think it's not real? You see, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, they all was there and so when you see God come to you, he comes to one prophet and then the next one, and then he tells him this and tells him that, then from different angles, they're all talking the truth. I'm like, man, that's deep. I said that's pretty deep. I said, but Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, the scripture wasn't written like you think it was. But again, we don't know how the scripture was written. The first book was written. Do you want to know which one was the first one written? Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John? I mean, I don't have these kind of conversations, but he said he gives life and he can destroy life. He is our creator. Lovely. I gave life. I got kids. I can destroy life. I have before in combat. But do you fear me? Why would you fear me? That man outside that you meet can destroy life. Why would you fear him? I mean, think about it. I mean, I get what you were saying. And I understand. But I've given life. I've given life to my kids. And I have taken away lives. I went to combat. But why would you fear me? I mean, let's learn how. Let's see how to. Let's realize what we are doing. You say I'm human. So I am human, but I can still take your life, right? I can still take your life. I mean, I don't want, I hate saying that, but what God can do, humans do too. Don't you see that? Ain't you doing? Can't we do the same things that God can do? I mean, think about it. We build and we destroy. It's the same power. We we can't. People do that. Listen, people do it all the time. You don't see that? I went to combat a couple of times. I see it. I see it with my own eyes. I see many lives destroyed in my own eyes. Right? It's the same God inside of you that's inside of me. So why am I feared? Um, it was one book that was written, and everybody took that book and went somewhere else with it. But I believe it was Luke, Miranda. You sure it was Mark? I think it was Luke. It wasn't Matthew. Matthew wasn't even a disciple. Neither was Mark. Luke was a doctor. And it was written like 100+ years after Christ died. But I don't think, but here my point is people don't understand. People don't understand how this book was written. They don't understand why Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John basically have similar stories. It's because it was one book written that people took to go to different nations to preach. It was the same story. They just took it and they reworded it in a way how they talk to the congregation, just like how we all do. Just like how we all do. If you hear a story, right? If you hear a story, if I tell you a story, you're gonna take that story and tell other people that story in a way how gonna to fit that group of people. And that's where there was for the four gospel that came from. Ain't not one of them. Which one was around Jesus? Which one was a disciple? Was Matthew one? Was Mark one? No, he wasn't. Luke? No, he wasn't. So we have to learn that some things, you know, once I learned to study all these things, man, I began to develop my own mindset. I began to think for myself. I began to see things a little differently. I began to understand. Some things begin to make sense. Some things begin to click. Oh, 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 that's what it means. That was changed. This was added to the Bible after this Pope changed it. Oh, this king, this emperor, this king hated. This one king hated the idea of us coming back. As somebody asked me, do I believe in past lives? This king hated the idea of reincarnation. So he told the Pope, remove it from the Bible. Remove it. If you remove reincarnation from the Bible, what do you get? You get hell. I mean, I know some of you all don't want to hear this type of stuff. If you remove reincarnation from the Bible, you get hell. Hell have to come. Because now you only have one chance. You see, when you keep reincarnation, you keep coming back. You come back and you come back. When you remove reincarnation, hell is what you experience. Hell has to be experienced. And so you have to change one and put something else there. Now, I get it. Everybody's not going to understand it or accept this or believe this. I don't blame you. I mean, it doesn't make a difference, right? It really doesn't make a difference. Because listen, it's not my will to put these things on you, to put these things in your belief system. I don't want to confuse nobody. And that's why I don't like talking about these things in big forums. That's why I like talking to people one-on-one with these type of stuff. If you have questions, if you have one-on-one questions, hey, Kurt, what do you think? Or I mean, we can talk. But to big groups, I'll pass because it takes away from somebody asking me a question, asking a question. Yeah, I mean, it's nothing wrong with it, but keep your belief. Sometimes it's good to keep your belief, especially when it's working for you. You keep it, you practice it, you do it again, you do it again, you do it, practice it. It works, keep it. If it works for you, keep it. Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with keeping your belief system if you work. I just don't really care for belief systems. Do you know what I mean? Because who's wrong and who's right? Does it make a difference? Do you think somebody's, do you really think that we know anything? do, do you, do you, do you all really think that we know something? this, this, do you know how long this universe existed? You know how big it is? And to think that we know something, my God, to think that we have the answer, we have the solution, we really have. You know how egotistical you have to do to be to think that you know it? Listen, I'm telling you, those kind of talks on your viewers, people need to know the truth and your perspective for setting this record straight. Man, boy, sometimes it's very uncomfortable. You hear me? You hear Miranda? Sometimes it's very uncomfortable. I'm telling you, you know how many stars and you think, I heard somebody said there is more stars than dust on Earth or sand. I said, Jesus. I said, when I'm thinking that, he said, there's more stars than dust. I said, what? God dang. You know how much sand on all these beaches? He said, there's more stars than these. I said, man, how big is this place? And so for us to assume that we know something, oh, can't find the scripture that says God hates the boast. I do remember reading it in my own eyes. Okay. I got you. You know what though? Sometimes it comes to us, Sometimes it comes. Sometimes it comes. But it comes when you relax. So I appreciate you for looking. Hey Shawnee, how you doing? What we don't know. I'm telling you. We don't, and so you know what I do? And a lot of us trying to know for us to feel better. Right? Indeed, Tecolate just found another early human type skull. So, listen. You know what I realized though? You all know what I do to stay calm and relax. I don't really care to know anything. Because I ain't that serious. I am so sure about having the ability to be okay that whatever is wrong or right is irrelevant. Whatever is true or false is irrelevant. I don't really. When I tell you, right? When I tell you, so if I know nothing, why do I try to do? Let me tell you something. The reason why I don't care to know who I am, the reason why I don't care to know who I am, is because if I know who I am, if I think I know who I am, all my other possibilities die. And so when I don't know who I am, I can be anything. If I think I know who I am, I'm limited. I pick up fear and doubt. Well, maybe I can't do this because certain identities have certain skills. Certain identities have certain limited abilities. And so I realize if I know who I am, why do I pick one? Why do I want to only pick one thing? Why not just be everything? And so to be everything is just be attached to none. To be everything is to be attached to none. When you are attached to none, you can experience all things in a stronger consciousness, a stronger awareness. And so I realized, why does the ego need to hold on to something to make it feel concrete? Why? Because you're afraid that if you are in the wilderness, you don't know who you are and you feel lost. Because we are so easily, I'm lost. Why are you lost? You're not lost. You just don't know. And it's okay not to know because the majority of things is you don't know. Listen, my safety net is to go outside. My safety net is to go outside, look up in the sky, and remind myself, I don't know a damn thing. Because if that don't show you that you know nothing, nothing else will. And so I love going outside sometimes and look up in the sky and realize I don't know what's going on up there. And I can still feel safe. I can still feel safe. And so I realized, I'm trying to figure it out. Ain't nothing to figure out. Things are just doing. Things are moving. Life is moving. Life is expanding. That's what it is. Malachi 2:16. Okay. Okay. I got you. Difficult not to try and know things. I love learning. You know how you know things? The things to know is you. Nothing else exists outside of you. That's what I've learned. Nothing exists outside of you. You only know things by who you are. Do you know that? When you are okay with not knowing, because you don't know anything else, the things that happen outside of you, only what you know of you is how you see it. Only what you know of you. Only how you perceive you is how you see it. So you don't know. Does that make sense? There is nothing that happened outside of your perception. I was reading this book the other day, man. This book is called The Yoga Sutras. Have you ever read a book before? Have you ever read the Yoga Sutras? Have you read a book? Have you, the more I understand is the more I'm like, I'm not really anything special. you know, when I remove the idea that I'm special, right? Or I'm favored, I was I can just be okay. My ego could be, when I remove the idea that I'm special and that God knows me and all my needs are, all my, sit your ass down, kid. I'm telling you, when you understand, it's only based on your perception is how you know something. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? Thank you for the gifts, girl with the tattoo. Only your perception is what you use to know. Faith, this book is a very difficult book to read. I ain't gonna lie, man. It took me, I don't remember what it's called, the Yoga Sutras. It's upstairs right now. I think if it was downstairs, 'cause I read it before bed. Very difficult book to read. Very, very, very confusing book. It's hard. I ain't gonna lie. It's hard. It's written from a yogi perspective. And so, the only thing to know is you. Because if you know you, everything will make sense. If you don't know you, nothing will make sense. So you will always seek for information. You will always seek for knowledge. You will always seek for more and more and more. But if you know you, you ain't got to seek for all these things because everything will align to you. Everything makes sense. Everything is within you. I mean, literally, everything is within you. So when I learned that, no matter what happens on the outside of you, your perception is how you know it. So you have to know your perception. You have to know your mind. You have to know what this is. You have to know how this relates to all things. You have to know how this speaks on. You have to know this power over all things. You have to know what this word has over all things. See, if you understand your words, your thoughts, and your feelings have power to change all things, you don't have to know those things. You know your power. You know your words. You know who you are. When you know that, nothing else is what you ain't got to figure nothing else out. Do you get what I'm saying? When you figure, yes, that one, that book. When you figure that, hey, tomorrow, how are you doing? When you figure it's just you, there's nothing else. But the problem is, many of us get afraid. We become so afraid, right, Renee? We become afraid when something, don't go the way how we think it should go. Why are you afraid? Because you are afraid of being wrong again. Damn, I'm wrong again. Damn, I'm wrong again. What is going on? What? No, 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 not commas. Not that one. Not that one. But yeah, man. So for me, I don't have to know anything. Yes, I want to know myself. Not myself. But you have to learn how you relate to all things. Because you understand that human beings was the last creation. Do we understand that? The Bible said it too. And I respect the Bible in that term. The Bible says human beings was the last one to be created. The way how my wife broke this down to me, I never understood until she said it. I always understood it biblically. One day my wife said, well, Kirk, human being is the most evolved. Why would the most evolved, after you make the most evolved, why would you make something after? So human beings have to be the last. I said, damn, that simple? She said, well, if you make something that's better, you could improve it, you could improve it, you could improve it. But when you can't improve it no more, that's your masterpiece. That's humans. Had to be the last. I said, damn, that's it? She said, yeah, it's common sense. I said, it's not that common to me. I said, right? I said, it's not that common to me. I was, I thought I was doing some studies. You just said it. It's common sense. That's why I like my wife. My wife, when she talks to me from a whole different perspective of physical reality. But she talks in science. But me, oh, I read many books. I read many different levels of books. I read a lot of Hindu and Buddhist. I read a lot of Taoist. Um, oh yeah, premium facts. But I read different things to get different realities, different awareness, different information, different knowledge base. I read my mind is very open because I realize I used to be scared to open it because what if I learn something bad? But I had to learn the one who can open their mind is the one who can have the less fear. I think we have been trained and programmed to only learn and read one thing, to only study one thing, and then now we confused, we still sick, we unhealthy, all this damn diarrhea in our stomach, right? Yeah, we have all this cholesterol, diabetes, heart problems, erectile dysfunction, all these sicknesses, and what we read and what we are focused on ain't helping. See what I'm saying? It's not working, it's not helping. So I learned to open my mind. She talks in silence, yeah. So I learned to open my mind. I learned to start reading, right? Yeah, I learned to start reading and start, opening my mind and opening my airways. And then I begin to, and so the more I learn is the more I see me. I begin to see me more, right? I begin to see me more, understand me more. And then I realize, wait, hold on. The more you learn is the less fear you have. And so when I live my life, I don't live my life in a fear and experience. And when you remove that fear from your life, you see how easy you can create the life that you desire. Hey Yasmina, how you doing? Seriously, when you can remove fear from your life, you see all this, I fear God, I fear this, I fear this, I fear this. I don't live that in my life. I mean, if you want to, you can. Again, this is not me telling you. This is not me telling you what to believe. But this is me saying, this is me saying, I live a life of removing fear. The more you learn about you, is the less fear that you have. And once you remove fear, you can create so much better. Do you know when you put fear in your mind and in your heart, the things that you create is half ass. Yeah, is half ass. What you will create is half ass. Because with all that fear, you are still building with fear. If you have a lot of fear there, you are still building with your fear. You have to build with everything that you have. You build with your guilt, your shame, your happiness, your guilt, your insecurity. You build. So whatever you build have all those characteristics. It has to. Because it's within you, it's in your mind, it's in your thoughts, it's in your feelings, so you build with it. And so I realize the less fear I have, the better my manifestation becomes. The faster they come out. The stronger and the longer they last. So I realize, wait, if I know me, if I understand me, whatever happens tomorrow is perfectly fine. Who stays is perfectly fine. Who goes is perfectly fine. Who says this is perfectly fine. What social media shows me is perfectly fine. What the news look like is perfectly fine. How scary it is perfectly fine because I've worked on removal of fear. And so therefore I have more power even in the face of the stuff that's happening, I can still build. Does that make sense? With fear on the side, I can build better. So that's what I've learned. So if you know you and understand you, but then again, knowing you means less of an ego perspective. Wow. have relationship with God, do not fear him, but respect him. I really respect is a big issue. I mean, it is a big factor. Happy birthday. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We are well. Hey Belize, thank you so much. We are well. Good to see you. Good to see you. But yeah, man, but I just realized it's simple. But my original statement when I started this, my original conversation was this. Everything on this planet is for everybody. It's for all of us. It's for all of us. Every one of us has had access to it. But the thing is, the way you think and feel and perceive things, the way your self-image is, you can only have certain things. What is the age difference that is workable and realistic to survive long term? The age difference, I don't have that answer. The age difference in a relationship, I don't have that answer. I don't have that answer because it works in many different. That's what I'm talking about, Kat. That's what I'm talking about. You go, girl. You go, girl. You see, fell asleep, red baby. That's a good cat. Hey, congratulations. Here we are, coach. It's happening. Good. I was reading this comment. This guy, I'm coaching this man into coming back with his woman. So he just texted me and tell me, here we are. It's working. I just saw the message pop up. It's kind of cool. Yeah, Miranda, the same guy I told you about. It's kind of cool to see those things working out. You know, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. He's older than me too. Rich guy. He just told me, he just texted me and said, here we are. It's happening. So good. I'm very happy. I just saw the message. God actually says that he did not give us a spirit of fear. Yeah, man. You see, that fear stuff, I think is that fear is lack of knowledge of ourselves and the focus on outside of ourselves. Because when you look out, man, Miranda, when you look out, if you don't know this, you're going to be scared to death. What is the age difference that is work? Yeah, so the age difference, I don't know the age difference that's workable. I can't answer that question. I think it's two people want to be together and they want it to work, they'll work. Whether it's 10 years, 15 years difference, it'll work. It's just you have to want it to work. I don't think there's an age difference that says it can't work. If two people want it to work, it will work. It's just you have, when it comes to, two adults, I think when it comes to human beings, if two people, but first, can two walk, like somebody said the other day, and the scriptures, can two walk together unless they agree? You have to agree to walk together. Whether you are friends, right? Family, partners, business, you have to agree to walk. And until the agreement dies, you're gonna still, but when the agreement dies, you can't be together anymore. So it's about the agreement that you have. So the age limits, I'm 8.5 years older than my wife. And it's working perfectly fine. But some people are 20 years older, 20 years younger. It's just different. It's to each his own. I don't have that answer. I wish I had it, but I don't have it. Because I don't think that there's an answer to my 10 years apart. See, that's 10 years right there. That's 10 years different. So it just depends. Some people are the same age group, the same age, maybe 1 year older, and it's working for them. Right? It's chocolate is my word on my shirt. Chocolate. Just chocolate. But everybody is different, man. Every relationship is different. Yeah, every relationship is different. It's just different. But it's just you have to agree. And you have to, maybe wrong, but I see how she smells my cool and the fact that hold on, give me 1 second. That's amazing. Sometimes you have to encourage people, right? I'm proud of you. I hope you don't see this video. Proud. Sometimes, sometimes people really, sometimes people want some encouragement. I realized being a coach, doing this, people just sometimes want to just hear sometimes, hey, I'm proud of you. I've noticed that. I really have noticed that. That's all they want to hear. I'm proud of you. You're doing a good job. And even if they F up, they knew that, hey, it's okay. I think people just want to, hey, it's okay. Just keep doing. Just keep going. It's all right. I'm right here. If you need me, I'm right here. Sometimes we have to remind people. And I think sometimes we get so frustrated so fast, right? You still here, Gina? Sometimes we get so frustrated with people when they don't do what we think they should do. Sometimes people gotta learn their own. You know, we gotta learn on our own time. You gotta notice that? We must learn on our own time. Yeah, people gotta be encouraged. Yeah, Lori. You know, as a no, you want chocolate. You know, um, as a man, here's something that I'm gonna let me leak some information real quick. Let me leak some information. I'm gonna leak some information. I remember he said, Kirk, he said, Coach, let me be honest with me, man. Do you think I'm being a stupid ass? Do you think I'm being stupid? Do you think I'm doing this right? I mean, like, would you still respect me if I did this? And that's what he asked me. What he wanted to do. I said, let me tell you this, man. I said, let me tell you this. Maybe 10 years ago, I would have said that you were stupid. 10 years later, I know that you're not stupid. You have to learn. You have to get it for yourself. And sometimes it takes you 2 or 3 times, and you're not stupid. I said, I know I'm a man, and I'm supposed to probably tell you that you're stupid because I'm a man and you're a man, but that's not how it is. I can't tell you that you're stupid because you're not stupid. You have to figure it out for yourself. You have to do it again. Seriously, if it takes you 3 times to do it until you know it, you have to do it. Because if not, some people have some minds. The type of minds that you have is how you go after certain things. And I think I have learned to see the ability of people's mind, to teach them how to, hey, okay, you have this mindset. Let's go from this angle. Okay, you have this mindset. Let's go from, because some people have some very strict and rigid mind. Some have some very curious mind. My husband that asked you that. Wait, that asked me what? Oh, was that Jut? Was that Jut? And so I said, listen, you have a mind that if you don't get the answer, and if you don't do it intentionally, what you're gonna do, you're gonna stress yourself out every night. You won't sleep. You won't think. I mean, you can't. You will overthink it. You won't sleep. You will worry about, did I let this one go? Did I do everything in my control? I said, so if you have that mind, then this time what we have to do, we have to try again. But this time we got to put everything in. We got to do everything that we know how to do. We have to go all in. And so when you see if it doesn't work, when you see with your own eyes, then you can't question if I did this differently because you did it all into your fullest ability. That's the mind that you have. So I said, that's how we're going to go with it now. Because, listen, the truth is, man, like someone said, people need encouragement. I have an unlimited supply of the yeah, I bet. I bet. I bet. My daughter's in 2nd grade too. I can't even do her homework. So but until we are not. So knowledge, like experience. Indeed. But I realize, look, hanging with us. This hey JSJ, how you doing? But I realize, man, even as a man, when I coach other men, hey, listen, I know you expect me to call you a dumbass and be rough and be harsh. I don't want to do that. That's not how I speak. That's not my language. And, he mentioned it a couple of times. He said, you can tell me I'm an effing ass. No, I don't talk like that. He said, but why not? He said, because I don't see life like that. That's not how I see life. If you want an asshole coach, then you might have to find out. But I can't be that asshole. Because I said, I am cursed with something. I understand. He said, what do you mean? I said, I understand. I understand you. That's what I'm cursed with. So I can't just walk out on you and say F it. I understand your angle. I get it. It's not for me to agree or disagree. I understand it. I think sometimes that's a curse. Hello from Poland. How you doing? What's up, Amar? But understand it, man. But sometimes, but I think for me, being that coach that I do, is I know myself. And if I know myself, I know you. Believe it or not. Do you all know that? If I know me, I must know you. We're not different. We're the same. We just have different places in our lives, different experiences. If I know me, I know you. When you are a drill sergeant, I believe You were the best at it. Hey, yeah, Cat, I was good. I was good. I was very effective. It's who will be without sin cast the first stone. That too. Exactly. That too. Not just encouragement. You stay. I do. I do. I do. I do. I do. Golden Melon, how you doing? Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. But you know what? Sometimes we need to hug ourselves. We need a hug. You know, man. You know how much stuff we've been through. You know how much stuff we picked up from this journey. You know how much stuff we went through and we hurt ourselves with and we used against us. We have done so much to ourselves, and sometimes we have to sit still and hug ourselves. Right? Sometimes I look like Kevin Hart. But sometimes we have to hug ourselves, man. Give ourselves a hug. Because we need it. Because nobody went through what we went through. Do you all know that? Nobody went through what we went through. Nobody. Not one. Nobody. Yes, we might think somebody had it harder or had it softer. No, listen, everybody had it hard according to their own level of dealing with things. We all had it a certain way of what we can endure. You know, what was hard for me, like when I tell you I got struck by lightning, or I went to combat, or I did some things in combat, some people couldn't handle it. A matter of fact, some of the men who I was with in combat, they didn't handle it either. They literally gave up. I remember some men in Iraq gave up their weapons. I'm done. I can't do this no more. Seriously, I can't do this no more. Some men didn't do it anymore because they just couldn't. It was done. You know, when you give your commander your weapon in the middle of combat and say, here you go, that means your fight is done. Everybody can't handle the same things, and everybody don't have to. But I'm telling you, sometimes, man, you need a hug. Yeah. You need to hug yourself. Before you come off harsh at yourself and you begin to judge yourself, hug yourself first. You do that to your kids. When your kids come to you having a hard time, you don't just give them a harder time. You hug them. You tell them it's going to be okay. You encourage them and you remind them, hey, it's all right. You're going to do this. I know you can. I've seen you done it before. And I think sometimes when it comes to you, you don't do that to yourself. I mean, I think we expect others to do it for us. But sometimes there will come a point. Have you ever experienced this, man? Indeed, Kat. Nobody ever went through what you went through. Have you all ever experienced this? Have you all ever been in that space? Have you all ever been in that space, though, where you was going through something? Yeah. Have you ever been through something that, and when you wanted to talk to somebody, nobody was there? There was nobody there at all? Nobody was there? You can't call nobody faith? Everybody you called was just busy doing their own stuff? Yeah, Ronnie. Everybody was just acting busy and you was mad at them. You was mad. You see, when I need people, nobody is there for me. And you mad and you hold resentment. And then we're going to go through a space in our lives where nobody's going to be there. Because you have to put the information that you have gathered to use. The information that you have gathered, the things that you have read, the Bible that you read, and the scriptures that you love so much, you have to put it to use. Because what's the point of gathering all this information and you don't use it? It's like going grocery shopping and let all the food go bad and you go out to eat every time you have a chance. That's what we do. We pray and we have all this knowledge and we read all these books, but when time comes, when we need the information, girl, I have a question. You have to learn to put the information to use because nobody can use it on you. Nobody can use the information on you. You have to use it for yourself. You have to use it for yourself. Only you can use it. The knowledge that I know, I can't use it on you. Ain't that crazy? I can't do anything to you with my knowledge. I really can't. I can't. I can't do anything for you. And it's up to you to take the faith and take the information and do something with it. And so you're going to realize that sometimes that nobody's going to be there for you. that is time. That's the best opportunity. That's the best opportunity. Don't hold resentment. Don't be mad at them. They're not supposed to be there. Because you know why? You know why? Because they got their shit too. People be having their own shit going on, and you can't, people be having their own shit going on. People ain't called you for 3 days, and you already holding the grudge. Oh my God, see, it's been 3 days. You don't know what they're going through. People are sick. People stress. People going through hell sometimes. And you, because they ain't called you for 3 days, you ain't call them, you ain't check up on them. Sometimes they're going through things too. And so sometimes when you're going through your things, you have to understand when nobody's around, this is the time to say, okay, this is the time. I'm not going to hold resentment. I'm not going to be angry. Let me use self-care. Indeed, premium. Let me use my knowledge and patch myself up. Let me use the information. Let me see. And when you can learn to do that stuff, you begin to build your level of knowledge. Because now it's not no more belief. Oh, I do this. This is what I do. It begins to be, this is what I do. This is not what I believe. This is what I do. Oh, this is what I do this. I do this. Protection is toxic to the person being safeguarded. I'm telling you, facts. I like that. I like that. Protection is toxic to the person being safeguarded. I'm telling you, man. To tell my ex that he knew sometimes much, and would try to school me on all things metaphysical and spiritual and vibrational, and he rarely put it into practice. Yeah. Mom used to say, you were born alone and you will leave alone this world. It's true. But you can teach and teach us, share your insight so we can personally grow. Indeed, we all have that. But I think when nobody's around, man, because, when you're going through that thing, boy, I'm telling you, sometimes nobody gonna be around. I mean, sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, some things we experience, it might take you 3 days until somebody's always busy. So they're all, like, how are you busy? I wasn't busy for you. I wasn't busy for you when you was going through. Everybody says, I hear this so much, when everybody's going through their stuff, I'm always there for them. But when I'm going through my stuff, nobody's there for me. It's time for you to learn. It's time for you to learn by yourself. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And then after a while, it's not that you stop dependent on people, but you leave people, let them be. Hey, when you get to a certain point when you realize, hey, that's not what I need you for. That's not what I need you for. I thought I did, but it's not what I need you for. When you begin to when you begin to rely on yourself, and it's not yourself that you are relying on. This is when you rely on the power within you. The power within you, that power within your chest, in your deepest soul, that power within in your stomach, that power, that you call that power, I call it God. I don't know how you get men just playing games. I'm so tired of it. I don't know how you get that from this conversation, but I guess you did. I mean, I don't know how you got that from this conversation. Men just playing games. I'm tired. Are we talking about men there? Was I saying something about men? Wait, I swear we're talking about something else. Wasn't we? I mean, am I tripping? I think I'm tripping, right? There's a time to help others. There is also a time to be helped. Indeed, true. Hey, I don't think I was. What's your question? But I don't think I was talking about men. I mean, seriously, I don't think I was. Maybe I was, but I don't remember. But listen, though, if you're tired of men, leave them alone, because they're probably tired of you too. Seriously, how you see one person is how they see you. I know we don't think that way. How you see one person is how they see you. If you meet a person that you can't stand, the chances are they can't stand you either. I mean, for real. How you see a person is how they see you, because we project it. When you project it, they feel it. When somebody don't like you, you can feel it. Taking about not having any Yeah, right. Seriously, when you, if there's a person that you don't listen, oftentimes when a person don't like your guts, you have the same feeling about them. You don't know where it's coming from. I don't know where. I don't know why I don't like. I just don't know why I don't like them. I just don't like because you feel the same vibration. It's spreading within you. The one and only. What's going on, brother? How we doing, man? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Some others can be like a boomerang. Indeed, you pick up this. Oh, I can't stand. You don't know why you can't stand this person. That person never talked to you. They never touched you. They never did nothing to you. But you can't stand their asses. Why? Sometimes you just pick up a vibration. So if you say you tired of men and men this and men that, they probably feel the same way about you. So leave them alone. I would leave them alone. If I couldn't like women, yeah, if I didn't like women, I hated them, I would leave them alone. Because I understand and how I see them is how they see me. You know, understand. You know what I said yesterday? Just got off with the wife and hey, I hear you, brother. Hey, listen, I took my kids to a dance tonight. I took my wife to dinner while I was at the dance. So I feel you. I feel you. But we went to Applebee's though. You know what I was saying? When you look at something, you are look at it, you are seeing it from the same consciousness that it is. It's true. Sometimes I pick up that vibe and I don't even engage. Yeah, I mean, you pick it up, but you don't care. You pick it up, but you don't care. Bringing clarity on that. That's good. And this my takeaway for tonight. Yeah, man. It's just how it is. Whatever you look at is what you project your consciousness on. And if you project your consciousness on it, that way, then that's what you see. And that's what it sees you as. It sees you the same way you see it. That's what energy really is. Whatever you see something as, it sees you the same because you become one because your mind and your thoughts is on it. Therefore, you connect to it. You see it, it sees you the same way. So when you look at people and you can't stand them, your consciousness is on that person. That person sees you the same way. It's the same thing. I like it when you say, leave them alone. Leave them jokers alone. What do you think about dating apps for women? Boy, I didn't want to go on dating apps at all. Or dating. Hey, Miss Henny, how you doing? Dating apps for women? That's a that's a wide question. That's a loaded. What do I think about dating apps for women? I don't know. This dating app stuff as a whole to me, I don't know. Some people have good experience. Some have terrible experience. Is I don't know, man. I honestly, yeah, it's broad. Honestly, if I was single, I wouldn't do dating apps. You know what? I think people, if I do a dating app, if I was single, the dating apps that I would do was the one I would pay for. I would pay for those ones because when you find them free, Facebook dating and all the crap, it's not free. People are just playing games because when you paying for something, chances are when you're paying for a subscription, you taking it seriously because if not, you're wasting your damn money. So a lot of people on there, that free stuff, they just make a profile and just let it run. You know what I mean? Why ones you pay for you have better? Yeah, you got better options. Making a difference if you pay. Say fake. I mean, you don't think so? The ugly ones be on. Y'all. So, you said the ugly ones be on them, huh? Listen, I don't listen. I like to meet people in person. Y'all don't like meeting people in person? I think meeting people in person, again, meeting people in person put a different. Listen, let's talk about this for a second. I know I'm cursed to talk about everything. I'm one of them people who talk about certain things. Relationship is one of them. Yeah. Listen, these days, meeting people about the body pics, meeting people, meeting people in person gives you, um, it gives you accountability to decorate your energy. And I spoke of this many times too, like Renee said. It gives people you have to be accountable for your own energy when you meet people in person. And right now, we got people who are not accountable for their own vibration. And so you have to go online, and online, your pictures are smiling, and you have all these pictures online. You have your boobs up, the bra is just right. Yeah, you ever see, the, you have your cleavage showing, you showing your hairy chest, right? Your butt cheeks gotta be to the side, and you see how it protrudes, and then you have this light, this smile. Maybe you took the picture when you was in a good mood at one point, and your mood that you was in on that day when you took the picture, your eyes was glistening, and you're like, and the picture came out perfect. And the person who reads the picture, seeing the beautiful glow in your eyes, and they think that's what you are now, but they don't realize that was you was in that moment. You was having a good time, but now you in this shitty place, in the shitty thoughts. You feel shitty. You're tired. Your kids whooping your ass, right? Yeah, your kids getting on your damn nerve, and you frustrated. I'm done. F you, kid, Johnny. F you. You and your father go to hell. You done. You just can't do it no more, right? And so because the picture is decorated, because you know how to decorate the picture, you know how to put the filter in the picture, and you know how to blur out your face, and you know how to, you know what I mean? Listen, I'm telling you, that's what we do. That's what we do. And you know your cleave, because you know what men like to see: your ass cheeks and your cleavage. Your butt cheeks have lift a certain way, and the where you wear your pants are gonna be right under your ass cheeks, and your cleavage is out, and you have the perfect amount of breast and the perfect amount of stomach and the perfect amount. And so, of course, yeah. And so that's why those pictures don't work, because in that moment, you see. But when you go out physically, when you go out physically, can you have that same energy for the whole time while you're out? So now going out in person, you have to adjust your energy. You have to adjust continuously. You have to keep adjusting it. You have to keep adjusting it, because now when you're out in public, your thoughts has a lot to do with your energy. Your thoughts has so much to do with your vibration, the way how you feel. Your thoughts has a lot to do with your energy. Your thoughts can change your energy. You think one thing in your mind, and what one thought comes, that one raggedy ass thought come to you, that one of that raggedy ass person and your raggedy ass past come to your mind, and it's a wrap. Your whole mood. You ever thought about somebody and your whole mood change? Yes or no? Yeah, that one raggedy person ever come to your mind and your whole mood change? Ah, I hate that mother ever. And you feel raggedy. I'm telling you, you feel a whole raggedy. And why? Because now, instead of readjusting, you fed into it. You fed into the whole thought. And now your raggedy attitude with your raggedy energy, and you meet some handsome man or beautiful woman, and now your raggedy energy repels them. Ah. Now you have this man or the woman on your mind, or this little pigeon or dog, or whatever you had in your mind, and your face is showing it. You're gone. You're gone. And so now the perfect man came, the perfect woman come, and you completely gone. You're in a whole different parallel. I don't know where you went. Makes your skin itch. But I'm telling you. And so going out, it makes you have to readjust and readjust. See, the picture, you can set it there and leave it alone. The picture, you can just leave it right there. That's exactly what it is. Makes me skin itch. The picture, you can just put it on a dating profile. But the thing is, when you meet them in person, you don't like. Have you ever met somebody and they had beautiful pictures? Then you meet them in person and you're like, shit. So annoying. I don't even like him like that. I mean, you're cute and everything, but yeah, your teeth smell funny. You ever met somebody with their teeth smell funny? You ever met somebody whose teeth smell funny? I'm, I'm telling you, body smell weird, heavy, clothes smell like you took it out of a hamster. I can't do it. I can't. I can't. You know, I can't. Your clothes, like, how your face stinks. You come to kiss me and your face stinks. How does your face, how does your face, I'm not talking. Oh, man, I don't feel like talking about this. I ain't talking about the breath. I'm talking about the face. You ever, that is true too, Renee. You ever smell somebody's face? Maybe they took the same cloth, wiped their ass, and put, maybe they want, maybe they took their washcloth, they wiped their ass, and then they wash their face out. Dude, you supposed to go down. Don't come up. You don't wash your ass and wash your face. Or your face smell like ass. It doesn't make sense, but it happened. But I'm saying, whew. Oh my God. Let me stop. um, just- but I just took a sugar. I just took a shower. Yeah, your face stinks. It was definitely a height thing in my case. The few dates I had, the men completely lied on the profile. I mean, yeah. Hey, Suge, how you doing? How you doing, Suge? Maybe they were trifling and was with someone else. Well, that is true. Nelly, uh, they smell decent. Thank God it was a bunch of other red flags. But seriously, man, I think we have to learn to decorate our energy. We have to learn to account for our energy all day when we're out. You say you hollering, it's too late. Guy I was talking to always offered car rides and no dates. Listen, but so online dating profiles at 5'11", they showed up never taller than 5. Oh, yeah, that's yeah, yeah. Yeah, I feel you on that one. I mean, some people lie to get the attention. You know, some people lie to get attention. I mean, a man lies about his height. Maybe the woman, when she lies with her hair on her face and stuff. And when you see him in person, hey, let's go to the beach. You show up, her voice is deeper, all right, facing got the makeup on it. You look like you go. Have you ever seen people going through surgeries online when they make their videos while going through surgery? Have you ever seen? Yeah, oh, but wait. Have you seen somebody lie about their surgeries? Not me, not lie, but they post about their surgery, and they gotta take off all their makeup and hair and stuff, going into surgery. And you look at them like, that's not what I thought. Like, you look different. Like, you look so different. Like, oh, damn, that's a little different. Okay, huh? I, I thought you were bad. No, no, sir. That face look different. That face look different when it's blank. That face look a little different when nothing is contouring. That face look different when it's contoured than when it's not uncontoured. But I'm saying though, but I think a lot of people now they lie to get their foot in the door. Because I can just see me standing in front of someone wondering if their face thinks. But no, I mean some. I get some people, yeah, some people like to get in the door, but that's why the social media is. I don't know, man. I just don't. That online stuff, man. I don't know. I'm not a. Maybe I'm too old. Yeah, that's the worst with the line. I think I'm at a stage in my life. I don't meet nobody online. I don't meet nobody online. Nah, I don't think I can. I don't think I want to. I don't think I care to. And if I meet them online, I want to see them natural first. I have to see you naturally. I have to see naturally, and there's no reason to lie. I think when you meet people online, you know what? Let's be honest. Let me say this. Let's be honest, right? Have you ever met somebody? Let's be real. Let me give you an idea. The people that you meet most of the times when you expect relationship or when you expect to start going into a relationship, it doesn't turn out right because it's forced. You see, most of the times those conversations are forced, expectations are forced or created, and it's too much, and so everything is rushed and everything is not real. Have you ever met somebody that you had no interest with, no interest about? Have you ever met somebody just, how you doing? Oh, hey, I didn't even notice you. How are you doing? And, you know, everything just went slowly, and next thing you know, you fell in love with this person. What the hell? This is weird. Because nothing was forced. Nothing. That's why people fall in love with their best friends. Nothing is forced. Nothing is lied, you know, no lie about nothing because I don't, you know, it's not, it wasn't for that reason. But oftentimes, if we meet for that reason, then you gotta feel pushed to do certain things, to certain things. I think that's wrong with to meet people. I think you should meet people as friends and you be friendly and then see because people will be honest when you are just friends. People will be more open to be, but these days, y'all, people somebody ain't call you one day you ready to who you calling? What you mean? Don't call me back. What happened? You didn't call me yesterday. Damn. Shit. God damn. We make it too uncomfortable and difficult. And you know what I realized? Somebody taught me this a while ago. Hey Lisa, somebody taught me this a while ago. Somebody said we're not no longer appreciative of people's time. We are demanding of it. It's different. We no longer appreciate. Oh no, I'm telling you, Lisa, we no longer appreciate people's times. We are demanding it. We expect it, and I think that's where the problem lies. Hey, fitness, how we doing? That's where our issue is. We don't. Yeah, I mean, but it's true. We demand. We don't even say, hey, I thank you for your time. Have you ever spoke to somebody? Listen, have you ever spoken to somebody and somebody hit you with, oh, I so thank you for talking to me today. Hmm? You don't know what to say. Oh, you're very welcome. Because you know why? Because in your mind you think that they should expect it. What's the big deal? It's a big deal because they appreciate. Boy, you listen. Let me put you on some game. Let me put you out on some game. Let me put you out on some mother effing game. What's up, Fitness Transformation Club? When you use gratitude instead of demanding, oh, you get so much more. It's got you acting up. When you use gratitude and appreciation, oh my God, it opens door for you that you can't even imagine. I remember the first time somebody told me, "Yeah, thank you for talking to me." What? Well, you didn't have to, but you chose to. I did. Oh shit. Okay. F me up. Yeah. I guess you were right. You know what? I thank you too for talking to me because you didn't have to. It made me see it differently. Oh, snap. These days? Yes. You only call it now? Oh my God. Oh my. That's how we talk? That's how we say thank you? People's time, they don't have to talk to you. They don't have to do anything. But if they choose to, it should be appreciated. We don't appreciate nothing anymore. We expect and we are entitled. Ain't that what we do? That's what we do. I know it's the right man when God breaks him. What does that mean? What breaks him? Breaks him? Breaks him? What is God breaking him? Breaking him to do? Breaking him? You want God to break somebody? Don't start what you can't maintain. If you start with excessive communication, you create an now you create an expectation. He doesn't. All he is doing, everybody starts out talking a lot. You have to understand. Everybody starts out with communication a lot. After a while, it drops. After a while, it drops. It slows down naturally. Because I don't want to, I got shit to do. Hey, April. At first, we're excited. It's new, it's fresh. You know, your face smell okay, your neck smell good. Every time you talk, I look at your lips move because your lips are red or pinkish, right? Your lips are pretty because when you smile, when you talk, hey, Kirk, how are you? Oh, I want to see that. I want to say it again. Hey, Kirk, stop playing with me. Oh, shit, right? I, I want to see. I want to hear it again. But we're gonna talk and we're gonna talk and it gets exciting. But after a while, that shit drops. And it's not because we lose interest. It's just because you can't maintain. When you get married, shit drops even more. Like, what do you think I'm in here and talking to you? My wife is upstairs. My wife ain't talking. Maybe we ain't talking. Talking about what? What we talking about? We live together. I ain't want to talk to her all the time. And when she does, I'm like, God, I gotta go. Okay. Sometimes I don't want to talk. Sometimes I just want to just. I didn't answer once, and the guy was offended. He said it wasn't like me. See, man, I'm telling you, man. We listen. We have to learn. We have to learn. We have to learn. Both sides, both of us, men and women, we have to learn to be appreciative. I mean, we have to learn to be appreciative. Like for real. Like we have to learn that. You know, I don't want to talk about my wife all the time. I don't. I really don't. But I'm married, so I do talk about her because that's the only person I don't date. I don't go out on dates, so that's the only one I have. That's my only. That's the only person I have. I've been married 9 years, and my wife still tells me thank you. Still to this day, she still tells me thanks. She still tells me thanks. I'm serious. Still for everything. Every first of the month or before, every first of the month, all joke aside, I give my wife a certain amount of money to pay the bills and for her to whatever she does with it. And every thank you so much. I said, why do you thank me still? She said, because you don't have to. You want some more? You want some more? No, I'm okay. You sure? Because I can give you some more. I have more. I can give you. Just let me know if you need some more, okay? You take it. You do what you want. Let me know because it's a very attractive thing. Because every one day I said, why do you always tell me thank you? She said, because you don't have to. I appreciate it. I said, damn. I'm telling you. And so for me, I tell her thank you all the time. Thanks. Thanks. Because I understand it makes people want to do better. It makes you want to do more. That's the key. When you say thank you, it makes people want to do more. People will give, it's like your boss telling you, you know, I thank you so much for all the things that you do. I thank you so much for all the late night. You work later. If you have to pick up your kid, you probably work later. It feels good to me. If you didn't have to pick up your kid, you will do more. Because appreciation, you will do more. Being appreciated. I mean, it really works. And so when it comes to dating, we are no longer appreciative. We are demanding. We are expecting it. So it doesn't work. The vibe is off. People are expecting you to give them sex. How many dates do I have to be with you to give me sex? Expectations ruin everything, man. It really does. It ruins everything. Expectation, demanding somebody. I'm telling you, when that person says, Kirk, you know, I'm like, why you tell me thank you every time you every time you talk to me? She said, because you didn't have to talk to me, but you chose to. No, when I talk to you, it feels so much easier. Well, why? What did he ask you? I'm here by Calvina. What did he ask you? Tell the guy I am dating, thank you, and he says you don't have to thank me. Trust me, if some because a person will say that, but he knows or she knows that it still sounds and it feels good. Yeah, a person will come back and say you don't have to thank me, but that's a person being nice because they don't know. Not everybody know how to take compliments. Somebody be like, hey, you look so pretty today. Really? You look, wow, you think, don't tell me that no more, because I don't know how to take it. Because everybody don't know how to take it. Yeah, they don't know what to say, they don't know how to come back, is awkward with it. They have a weird smile. Like my wife, to give her a compliment, just say thank you. She was seriously inquiring and not joking. Saying thank you and generally appreciate. Yeah, facts. We were on a date at the time too. Wait, what did he thank you for? Saying thank you is really about you being a person with class and good manners. Yeah, with good manners. But I'm telling you, man, dating, man, I promise you, you can get more bees with honey. It flies or bees. You can get more. Where is Miranda? Is she here? Wait, where is Jamisha? Is she here? Saying thanks. Yeah, man. But but that's what I've learned. I have learned even in my regular relationship to say thank you. I have to, because it shows appreciation. Because people don't have to do anything just because you're married to them. Nobody have to do. Listen, ain't nobody got to do shit for you. Bees with honey. I got you, Renee. Oh, okay. Nobody ain't got to do shit for you. Married, single, nobody ain't owe you nothing. And so when somebody do something or speak to you or hug you, you thank you. Okay, Miranda. Yeah, I thought you were going too. But we have, if we get back in, but back to my original. Hey, Diamond, how you doing? I am, Diamond. Miranda went to bed. You go. I'm too long tonight. Yeah, I'm. It's not Jamal White. It's Jaleel White. You fool. It's Jaleel White. If you don't know the name, be quiet. But I'm Jaleel White, so it's not. Don't call me Jamal. It's Jaleel. But listen though, I mean, you can't even, like, geez, they call me Urkel, man. They call me Urkel. If you're trying to insult somebody, at least spell the damn name right or call me the right name. Anyways, people, I'll be back on tomorrow. Let me get off of here. I think I'm going too long tonight. Let me get off of here. I'm enjoying the long live. I'm outside of my. Oh, really? Oh. I mean, if you're gonna insult me, at least call me the right name. It's respectful. Wait, what was I saying before? I forgot what I was saying. But you all have a blessed night. Thank you guys. 2 p.m. 2 p.m. is a compliment. Oh, so that wasn't an insult. Calling me Urkel. I thought it was an insult. Yo, I have a blessed night, man. Have a blessed night. You can keep going, Kirk. I am. No, I'm done, man. I'm gonna lay down. I'm gonna read it a little bit. I'm gonna read it a little bit, and then I'm gonna lay down. Yo, I'll be blessed, man. I will see you guys. I will see you guys. I will see you guys. Who uses Urkel as a compliment? I know. I know. I know. Good night, y'all guys. I'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow. Been there all day long. Y'all blessings, man. Hey, namaste. The God in me bows down to the God in you, and the God in me recognizes the God in you, and the God in me respects the God in you. Y'all go out there, do some good things. I'll see you guys later. All right. Peace and blessings to you guys.